Tony, you are muted.
Oh, great. People are starting to come in. Let's give it a couple more minutes as everyone is joining. And then we can kick off with the first pitches for CoinWeb. Should also have Steven from CoinWeb joining us. Let's give it a couple more minutes. Okay, I think we are ready to start. We have pretty much everyone here for this first session of the competition. So I would like to thank everyone for joining in and all the participants that were building over these last couple of months and submitted your pitches and your projects. It's indeed fascinating. If you made it to the finals, it was because you indeed have something really interesting that we can take to market and even potentially invest in. We had over 150 submissions, judges, over 50 judges that joined us from multiple VC firms that helped us review and comment and decide on which project should make it to the finalists. And here we are. So I'm very pleased to have you all here as the top founders for the next top blockchain startup competition. And without further ado, I'd like to invite Zina to present about Gydde for the CoinWeb track, and after we'll have Metale Protocol.
Hi, everyone. Let me share my screen. Do you see?
Yes.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Zina. I'm a co-founder of Gydde, and I'm excited to kick off these live pitches. I'm here today to share our ambitious vision and show our traction that proves that we are more than capable to deliver upon the promises. And I would be happy to take conversations further after the competition, but for now, let's get it started. The Web3 user experience is still way too complicated. Users need to figure out the wallet thing, how to get gas fee, how to bridge, how to provide liquidity, to finally reach their final destination. And even for the most experienced users, it often takes hours to start interacting with dApps. Why can this experience not be simple? Like in a bank, where user sends money in 2 clicks, and then it's a bank's headache to take care of all the steps. It's never a user's headache to take care of intermediary steps. And why cannot Web3 be like that? Or can it be? Gydde is developing a service that will take care of all the complications along the way to provide users with a seamless and easy experiences when interacting with Web3. But that's not all. Gydde is embedded in the Telegram mini apps, effectively connecting Telegram with EVM ecosystem. Telegram has 950 million users right now, and Ethereum EVM ecosystem is the largest crypto market. Why do we believe that there is enough users from Telegram that want to join the Web3 space? Well, it's not a secret that Telegram mini apps are now on a good wave of mass adoption and bringing over 230 million users to Web3. And just like these applications brought these millions of users to Ton network, Gydde is on a mission to bring them to all the EVM chains. Let me tell you what we have done so far. Since our launch in May, we have done several powerful marketing collaborations that have generated us over 1 million followers across all the mainstream social networks, as well as 500,000 unique users. The question, though, remained whether these users are financially capable to participate in the Web3 economy. And the answer to that question is yes, they are. We proved that through organizing a number of competitions for our users, including the recent one with QuickSwap, where our users have generated $4.2 million in trading volume. So therefore, we know that these users have an appetite and have buying power to participate in Web3 economy. Moreover, we secure powerful partnerships like the one with MetaMask. MetaMask has recognized the vision of Gydde to bring Web3 and make it accessible to Telegram mini app, and they provided us access and exclusivity to their new technology called Delegation Toolkit. This technology basically allows users to manage crypto and send and sign transactions without having to install wallet. So it deals with providing permissions, and Gydde had gotten exclusive access, and that is what makes it hard to copy Gydde. Therefore, Gydde's got a huge competitive advantage, and we now have a joint workflow together with MetaMask product team on Slack on integrating this technology into Telegram. What's next? Prior to our TGE, we want to capitalize further on ongoing trends, and we are developing an EVM clone of FactFund and bring it directly to Telegram. We're going to allow users to have this sort of playground to try to be creators within the Web3 space, and at very low cost, like $2, it will cost them to create meme token. We will use this as a momentum to build up the engagement prior to TGE. And once our TGE will take place in November, we will then further continue developing our exchange with its aggregation functionalities. Eventually, we will provide all-in-one place for all the Telegram users. For them, it will be their first crypto experience. Since we are raising funds in our seed round into our token, I'd like to highlight the three mechanisms that we prepared to ensure our token price growth. The first one of them will be that for every meme token that will reach capitalization of $30,000, there will be a $30,000 token buyback for liquidity. Second one is that buyback and burns are set at 10% of total revenue, and it will be embedded in smart contracts. And finally, we have developed user incentive programs with projected 300% ROI to further strengthen our token price. We are the team of 8 people, and Gydde was founded by Bogdan and myself. And together with our super experienced CTO, we bring decades of crypto experience, entrepreneurial experience, and deep understanding of technologies. And we are here today to find partners that will help us realize our vision to make Web3 accessible to masses. Thank you very much.
Amazing. Great pitch, Zina. I will invite any of the judges or anyone that has a question. Please raise your hand and I'll pick by your name and we can start the Q&A. All right, I see Steve. If you want to go for it.
Sure. Hi, Zina. Thanks for the submission and the pitch. I guess my question is, you guys are building on top of TON and on top of EVM chains. Are you doing both, or is it kind of like an either or? Because I know TON is like, Telegram's pushing that pretty hard. Would building on something other than TON kind of limit your access to Telegram?
Yeah, great question. And I would like to proudly say that we are 100% EVM focused, and we are using Telegram mini app as the browser functionality. So effectively, Telegram mini apps is the embedded browser in Telegram that allows to run any scripts that are HTTP and anything that is, mainstream adopted. So we are not building on TON specifically. We are building EVM pure exchange and with meme pads, and we make it accessible to Telegram users via using their embedded browser, Telegram mini apps.
Okay, so it's more the Telegram as a user interface layer, not necessarily riding on it as a payment interchange layer or anything like that.
Correct. And
Okay.
We are bringing on board MetaMask to further strengthen EVM accessibility to all the massive user base that is now being accumulated in TON through Telegram mini apps. However, TON now has, 35 applications, and that is nothing compared to what Ethereum networks offer. So we are on a mission to bring EVM onto Telegram.
Okay. And how would you envision interacting with CoinWeb, as part of your roadmap, based on sort of what you know about services we offer and what our protocol looks like?
Well, since we're all about connecting to EVM world and interoperability plays a huge role in modularity, we definitely would like to capitalize on the existing infrastructure. And our goal is to, instead of fragmenting the networks, we want to make it unnoticeable. And hopefully with the help of technology you're providing, we can make it all under the hood, not even noticeable for the user how complicated the Web3 space is. So any synergies here with you would be beneficial.
Okay, great answer. I'm done. Someone else take over.
Thank you, Tiff.
Does anyone else have any questions? Would like to raise their hand? Okay, I think we are done, and we can move into the next speech with Metale Protocol. Petya, I invite you to the judging floor if you'd like to share.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Can you see me? How we sound?
Yes, you sound great and can see the camera on.
Super, thank you. Yeah, let me show the screen first. So can you see my screen?
Yes.
Thank you, great. So hello everyone, hello dear partners, future partners, and also judges. Let me introduce TaleX to you. TaleX is a decentralized content creation and consumption ecosystem. First, we start with the pain points of the content creators in monetization. Netflix is not an open ecosystem. Creators can't upload content freely on this platform. YouTube doesn't allow creators to set up direct payments and forces them to rely mostly on advertisement revenue. OnlyFans is a subscription-based platform, so creators can be paid based on content directly. And our TaleX solves these problems by allowing everyone to freely upload any content, set fees, and dissemination commissions. Also, issue encrypted assets with ownership of content, which can be traded in real time, and income will be distributed in real time based on linkage of encrypted asset transactions. TaleX serves three main groups of people: creators, consumers, and merchants, introducing various completely decentralized services for their interaction. They include copyright authorization, content storage, fundraising, trading, consumption, and traffic. Each of these services tokenizes different real-world assets and brings them on-chain. TaleX value realization unfolds through familiar Web2 actions like content consumption and distribution. We just launched TaleTV, a premium content consumption platform, as a decentralized application, and also Telegram mini app on September 1st, just a few days ago, and will focus on attracting both Web2 and Web3 paid users to consume the content via fiat and cryptocurrency. At the foundation of value, we developed our own innovation, ERC-9084, the attribution and copyright confirmation protocol, as well as content storage and tokenization via all possible fungible tokens and NFT economic models. Our value distribution means that each content work has an independent economic system helping creators build their own exclusive investor and fund communities. Our services are full of flexibility and include various money flow distribution channels, as well as fundraising via Launchpad and Launchpool protocols. Our business model is very clear. We provide decentralized services which have a high demand in the content industry, in Web2 content industry, but now the income distributed only among creators and merchants in real time. This way, we achieve up to 80% revenue distribution among these important groups of people, leaving a smaller proportion to our platforms. Value exchange is represented by the world's largest content asset investment and trading platform, Metale, which we had previously, the brand Metale. Imagine a Binance, but for the content industry, for trading of tokens for NFTs with embedded content copyrights. Also, Metale has free and available for everyone Launchpool and Launchpad features for these encrypted content assets, and will support many existing layer 1 and layer 2 chains in the future. This is the TaleX history. We started with a read-to-end GameFi app based on literally content in late 2022. Then we came to Metale Protocol in 2023 for smart contract exploration and building the foundation. A few days ago, on September 1st, we launched the TaleX ecosystem narrative. We are also starting with a $0 market by building a fan-made film and television platform. AI is already entering this industry, and we see an urgent need in decentralized environment for distribution, for example, AI text-to-video generated TV series or show dramas or films that cannot be monetized in Web3 physically. Such distribution platforms can achieve up to 15 billion monthly visits compared to the largest fanfiction website archive of our own, with only 300 million visits. Our vision is to build the world's largest content creation, distribution, and consumption ecosystem with direct financing and sales opportunities, excluding traditional intermediaries. We build for content freedom with no censorship, no restrictions, and no barriers, like Telegram. This is our Metale operational beta with 100K DAO, 200K content works, 40 million trading volume already, and 600K generated value for 2 years. We received many awards, and the recent one is Top 7 BNB Chain DAO project in May 2022. This is our token. TALE is upcoming ecosystem token, and the economics is ready and clear. The allocation and vesting for TALE token is also ready, so all investors will be able to check it privately after the pitch. Our roadmap includes a token generation event in a few months and other data dashboard, DeFi, DePIN products, as well as layer-free mainnet in the future. We have an international team, including the core team members in Singapore, Hong Kong, and Berlin, and others from Tokyo, Europe, and more. These are our investors and partners, including BNB Chain, OKX, Ton, and also partners coming from the Telegram ecosystem, for example, Bloom, Citizen. We also talk to them directly already. And finally, in mid-September, we will launch the first ever Western short drama about Web3 and Bitcoin produced by us in Hollywood. We will make it the first success case of TaleX with the official support of BNB Chain and other partners. And we also have more than 100 short dramas from other partners in China, and our own Chinese and Japanese are coming in October. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you so much, Petya. I'll invite anyone in the judging board to raise their hands with any questions. Feel free to go, Steve.
Hi, yeah, thanks for the pitch and the submission. I guess from our perspective at CoinWeb, how would you see integrating our functionality into your platform? We can certainly handle payments, transactions. We also do NFT minting, things along those lines. Could you just sort of elaborate on what you think the opportunity is?
True. Yeah, Steve, thank you for your question. As we are building the layer 3 public blockchain, we will support different services and different chains, for example, layer 1 or layer 2, and also integrate other products. For example, we have partners who we are talking with, also building the decentralized communication network, sending network. So we will also integrate their services and their protocols in our system, so people can chat, for example, in these services being on our platforms. So in terms of our collaboration, we can do everything in the same terms. So we just need to understand which technical functionalities you can offer, and we can talk about the pitch for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Does anyone else have any question? Okay, I'll invite Otori to present next with Gregory Kim. If you would like to come in and share your screen.
Hey guys.
Hi Greg.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, do you see my screen?
I think, Pat, you're still sharing yours.
Yeah, I don't see yours. I see the previous one.
Okay, now maybe try again now.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we can see now.
Great. Hi, so I'm Greg. As a former investment banker, I've been trading and managing over $2 billion in risk. So Otori is a product that I've always wanted to bring to life. It's bringing financial products traditionally offered by banks, from simple savings account to more complex structured derivatives, into the blockchain through DeFi. But unlike banks, DeFi can bring those products efficiently, making them accessible to everyone globally, whether they're seeking low-risk, principal-protected strategies to high-risk opportunities. But however, DeFi offers innovative products on chain, but the current state of DeFi is extremely dangerous, is extremely complex. Investors are forced to juggle multiple platforms, blockchains, and currencies just to manage their portfolios and pay for gas fees. Its complexity is nightmare for mainstream adoption. So we make DeFi safer and more accessible by offering ready-made investment options tailored to different levels of risk, all within a single secure decentralized platform. So users can invest in digital assets without the complexities of managing multiple platforms, blockchains, or even gas fees. So we simplify all this process and making the DeFi investment straightforward. Also, right now we developed a low-risk principal protected strategies, and we are seeking to develop medium and high-risk strategies into September. And we can go so that we can cover the more diverse risk and reward preferences of users. We generate revenue by taking a 2% markup on the spreads and 10% performance fees on successful investments. So our user success is also our success. I think you guys probably know this all over the market size. The crypto overall market size is 2.5 trillion, and 100 billion is about DeFi, but only 10% of those DeFi are non-perpetual market size. Currently, we raised 100K in pre-seed funding last July at the $1 million valuation. In July this year, we secured a grant from M Accelerator, which is a Solana-backed accelerator. So we are relaunching on our MVP on Solana into October, which is a more widespread and cost-effective blockchain. Also looking ahead, we see a huge potential in real-world asset tokenization in structures that often link with equities, indices, rates, FX, and commodities. Those are often issued by banks and are extremely inefficient and opaque. We think that we can make these products on-chain and make them accessible, clear with DeFi efficiency. We are driving this as we are driving this engagement with social content creations, partnership announcements, and airdrops. And we're focusing on the user engagement through social media and community channels and enhance the product based on the feedback. So this competition page, I can go on forever, but I think we really stand out as a DeFi aggregator that effortlessly link both CeFi and DeFi platforms on-chain for users. So we also offer diverse risk offerings with very clear and secure execution while maintaining a clean user-friendly interface. So I previously raised $2.5 million in seed funding for a trading app called Quant Fury. I grew the platform from conceptual stage to over 100K active daily users. Before that, I was a trader with Bank of America and UBS, managing billions in dollars in volumes. Claudia, my co-founder, she was head of operations at Amber Group. It's a unicorn startup based in Singapore. But also she led global projects with multi-billion projects with Morgan Stanley and TD Securities. Also, we are currently raising 500K. So I think this is going to be very crucial for giving us 12 months runway, but also achieving key milestones such as token listing, product development to cover those medium and high risks, and into the future, the marketing plans. Thank you.
Thank you, Gregory. That was amazing. I'll invite anyone on the judging board to raise their hands with any questions. All right, Steve, feel free to.
Hi, Greg. Thanks for the pitch and the submission. You mentioned that you've received grants from Solana Foundation, or whatever, one of their affiliates. Does that require you to exclusively build on Solana, or do you have optionality to build on other chains?
So we have two grants. One was Binance grant, late October last year. Also Solana. Okay, so this is my thinking is that blockchain shouldn't be a barrier for users. So any grants that we receive to build something on, I'll take it. But I think the fundamental thesis is, Solana, yes. EVM chains, yes. Binance chains, yes. it should be more integrated for all the users, not just because, we are promoting one ecosystem to another. I think that's your, the CoinWeb's kind of, value proposition as well. Blockchain should be there.
Yeah, the question was actually it was just a simple one. We've seen grants from certain chains where the grantee is required to build exclusively on the chain of the grantor for at least some period of time. So I'm just wondering if that's the case with the Solana grant, or if you're free to build on whatever you like.
Yep, whatever we like. But we should include the Solana as well on our page.
We think that people should be building, like, we don't think there's one chain that works for everything, and there's different horse for a different course. We just wanted to make sure there's no contractual prohibition for your application to run potentially on top of us.
So I think to answer that question more effectively, if the credit is, we got about $1 million in credit grants, but if any cash grants was involved, then I think we would have more restrictions, as in like,
okay,
here's 200,000 or 300,000, please build on Solana only, and then we'll sign the term sheet, etc. But this is a credit grant where we got credits from cloud, infrastructure support, so we don't have that kind of restrictions per se.
Okay. That's fine. Look, we can hash it out offline as well if there's more detail.
Yep.
And from you guys, you said that you want to connect, CeFi and DeFi. How do you manage sort of the KYC onboarding and compliance requirements that you might have, from certain CeFi providers or institutions, when you're also plugging in DeFi?
Yeah, that's actually really good questions that we get asked a lot. So the short answer is right now, we're connecting whoever we can connect, as in like whoever who can broadcast the prices, so that our calculation engine can show the prices with the markup. That means we are approaching DeFi exclusively. But going forward, if we connect to the CeFi platforms, then we can see the challenge going ahead for KYC and AML. I think our concept is simply what we used to do in TradFi is that, in India, you cannot trade stocks as a foreign investor, but we can trade what we call the equity swaps or NDF, non-deliverable forwards. There's a way around to it. At the end of the day, the institutions that are dealing with us will be facing Otori as a counterparty. But we are using the blockchain to distribute the users into different wallets so that they have the risk, not us. But we're still thinking about it, how we can go around this. But right now, what is the easiest way picking is connecting with other DeFi platforms. And our users, they don't have to worry about the swaps and bridges.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, if anyone else has any questions, please raise your hand. Okay, thank you so much, Gregory. I'll also like to do a special thanks to Steve and Anton from the CoinWeb team, as they're our co-hosts in the CoinWeb track and for the entire competition. And it's been quite a couple months working together and in setting all this up. So really excited to see where these top 3 finalists will integrate and how they're going to integrate the CoinWeb technology. And without further ado, I would like to introduce the NeuraNFT track. For those that do not know, NeuraNFT is a deep-in cybersecurity project that works with leading governments all around the world, creating a cyber mesh network. It's a very interesting quantum-proof resistant blockchain that I suggest if everyone has a chance to take a look. It's quite interesting. And I would like to invite to the floor to present Marcin and Arthur with SkyTrade Air Rights Auction House.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Very good. Can you see my screen?
Yes, it's good.
Very good. So we are SkyTrade. We are building air rights marketplace. Yeah? So air rights are the legal instruments that in certain jurisdictions says that the landowners owns the airspace above the land up to 500 feet usually. And they can decide what they do with the airspace they use or they own. Yeah? So they might utilize it, or they might decide that they don't really want to utilize it, or they might sell it. Now, I'm Martin, I'm a CTO of the company. I was CTO on many different crypto projects usually, but they were from NFT, DeFi, and also CeFi space. My co-founder, Jonathan, and CEO, he was the guy who's mainly involved with building marketplace. So Deliveroo was one where he was heavily involved, and he also worked for the Ryanair. Now, the problem we are solving is that the air rights as this legal concept is exists, but it's not really very well utilized. And there are various use cases for the air rights, but generally you could make money as the air rights owner. Or there might be money also on the table for the municipalities. They own a lot of railroads or the roads or the buildings that can actually utilize the airspace above those buildings. So the solution to unlocking the air rights marketplace is to create a network effect where you have supply and demand. Yeah, so supply is anyone who owns the land and wants to use the air rights they own for various commercial usage. I will describe it in a moment. And then demand side of it is that there is a construction business that might want to buy the air rights and just transfer them on top of another lot that will give them the ability to build higher. Or they might also decide to build some construction on top of your existing constructions if you have that agreement with them. The other use case that we see is the drones delivery. So the drones to legally fly in the jurisdictions where air rights exist, they usually have obligation to fly below 400 feet, which means they are always in somebody's airspace. Now, if they don't have a permission to be there, they are effectively trespassing and breaking the law. So what we built is the platform where the air rights owner, they can offer the airspace for kind of a rental agreement, and then the drone operator using UI or API, they specify where they want the drone to fly, what time to be there. They rent out the exclusive access to that airspace corridor. They pay for it. We distribute the payment to the landowners, and we get the fee in the process. Now, why now? So the technology advancement definitely helps. So air rights as a legal concept are very opaque. You can trade them now, but you need to go to the notary. You need to have a face-to-face deal with the air rights owner. It's costly. It's time-consuming. So the plan is to tokenize all of the air rights and allow to trade them effectively like you would trade the NFT tokens. You know? So, and also the other reason why now is that the drone industry is actually kind of taking off. Yeah, so there's more drones flying there for various purposes. Could be delivery drones, but there are also logistical drones and various other applications for the drones. They need to have a legal means to actually fly in private airspace. The market size, so these are the numbers. We can also share with you the calculations behind it if you are interested, but these numbers cover just the US and just the real estate and the drones market. US is where we start, but definitely there are other markets where the legal system is similar. Yeah? So Australia, UK, Canada, India, Singapore. So we are going to definitely expand beyond US. Now competition. So there is no competition directly, meaning there are no other projects that do exactly what we do, meaning trading or offering the commercial utilization of the air rights in digital way. But there are companies that do elements of that. Yeah? So like Propi is doing the tokenizations of the assets, Centrifuge as well, and there is a trading of those assets. There are companies that monitor or track the drones flying around various airspace business model. So generally, we are going to just charge a commission or a fees, both on sale of the air rights, but also on the rental agreements between the both parties. What we are also building, it wasn't mentioned actually before, is something we call drone radar. So now if you're a landowner and you own your land and you see somebody flying above your land, they don't pay you any fee. They just ignore you. They just fly there because why not? What you can do them. So what we built is a mobile app that effectively uses the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi communication to intercept drones around that application. So the drones in the US, European Union, and other places are required to track the remote ID beacon. And that beacon is emitting the metadata, meaning GPS location, speed, altitude, location of the pilot, the serial number of the drone and the pilot. So all of this is unencrypted public domain data that you can intercept on your phone and just collect as an evidence. So right now, you as the landowner is able to actually see who owns the drone that flies around you. If you want, you go to the police to report it. Over time, what we actually plan to do is that you don't need to report it anywhere. We are going to invoice the pilot for the resource that they use, your private airspace. So now this application right now is going to be also built into a dedicated radar hardware, which will have much more stronger antenna, and you will be able to collect those data and drones from much farther. And then those data are going to be stored within the API and then offered commercially for interested parties. We don't have any token yet, but this is in the design, and TG is also coming in a few months' time from now. So the flywheel of the whole setup. The supply will be the landowners, the demand are construction companies, the drone operators, but also speculative traders who just count on increasing the value of the air rights in certain places in the world, like New York. The air rights are actually booming in the value. So you might buy them early and just resell for the profit over time. Traction so far. So we are live. The tokenization of the air rights is there. The rental engine is also working. The point system and referral program is there. And the radar application is also live. The auction house, so the ability for you to sell and buy the air rights, that's actually developed, but we didn't release it live yet. That was actually what we were doing within the hackathon, and we are still testing before we open it to the wider public. We have around 8 properties already tokenized and a much longer list from our partners for the auction house to be opened. The wait list for people interested in auction house is 20,000. We also have our Substack where we kind of share information about the industry. It's 16,000, and many various other partnerships, including the US local governments. The pre-seed round was concluded. Solana Foundation was also involved in that round, so we get a little bit of the grant from Solana, and that's why we start to building on Solana. Although we are also contemplating bridging our assets to increase the liquidity to the platform from other blockchains. So that's why we also collaborate with Wormhole and Layer 0 on the bridging capabilities for the air rights. So go-to-market strategy is on the supply side. We mainly collaborate right now with big brokers in the US and slowly look into the private homeowners, how to attract them to the platform. That's where the point system mainly is concentrated on. We are also having a municipality discussion, so governments definitely are interested in earning money from the resource they have, but they kind of sit dormant. And on the demand side, we started with probably like a crypto enthusiast that would trade for the sake of trading with the assets. But over time, we also see that the construction and real estate business, like a regular utility for the air rights would come. So the platform is ready. We are in the middle of the fundraising for the seed round. We can discuss the details of that round later on, and that's us. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcin. Really fascinating what you're building. I'll invite any judges, if you have any questions, to please raise your hands. Okay, I guess everyone is clear. There's no questions. I'd like to invite the next participants, SecureAuth Plus with Adonias.
Okay, can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Okay, let me just share my screen.
Okay.
Can you all see my screen?
Not yet. Oh, now it's working. Perfect.
Okay. Okay, so I think I can start now. My name is Adonias, and I'm a student in South Africa Leadership Academy. I study economics and computer science. So today I'm here to explain about our startup, which is SecureAuth. So basically, SecureAuth is aiming to revolutionize the way user authentication is handled in online banking sectors, and this will ensure unparalleled security, transparency, and efficiency. So what really is the problem, and where does this, what does it solve? So most of all, like if not all, online banking frauds are due to compromised user credentials, and this is used due to centralized way of storing users' data. So we are aiming to solve this problem, and as we can see, these problems arise from data breaches and identity thefts, credential reuse and password fatigue, and also phishing attacks, and so on. So our solution, SecureAuth, is innovative authentication solution that aims to enhance the security of existing online banking system by leveraging the Neura's protocol and IoT technologies, and it will ensure transactions are safe and user data is safe. So we're trying to create a hybrid system of Web 2 and Web 3 while actually keeping the normal banking protocols for transaction. So the app is going to be working with simply, there will be a SecureAuth app and there will be a login or sign up page. And then user credentials will be stored in a decentralized ledger, and while accessing the app, they will be authenticated. So authentication happens, and then users can select bank and do their daily activity or transaction, and continue with their transactions. So why Neura's protocol? So Neura's protocol will enable us to use Swarm AI, which is part of Neura's protocol, to continuously monitor for cybersecurity threat in real time. So this will ensure that any potential vulnerabilities are identified and addressed immediately. So this will actually safeguard the data. And Neura's protocol ability to securely connect and validate IoT devices. So in banking, we also are aiming to use SecureAuth applications to do payments on POS machines and ATM cards as well, but only for the authentication parts, and other transactions will be held on the normal centralized app of different banks. And also post-quantum encryption is another part. So this will be a basic UI or UX of our app. So we'll have an authentication process where people will sign up and feed their personal data, and that will be stored in a blockchain, so that will be authenticated. And also here we can choose any banks that we want to transact our money on. So other banking, online banking things are going to be also with a bank protocol. So we will also have IoT integration, which makes Neura's protocol, using Neura's protocol much more safer. So such as biometric sensors, smart cards plays a critical role in user authentication. So we are aiming to include that in our apps. So okay, I'm having, so our business model is going to be, we're going to charge in accessing premium features and incentivize for secure practices, and also transaction fees, which will be much less because we are using blockchains, and user acquisitions with marketing campaigns, partnerships, especially with banks, because the app is going to be running on the bank's API. It is going to be integrated to the bank's API, so partnership is very crucial. So this will be our roadmap. It's going to be market research and finalizing core components, and mainly integrating with Noaris protocol and testing on the testnet, and also launching the beta and making necessary improvements and prototype iterations. And lastly, launch SecureAuth Plus and expand our partnership. So that's our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Adonis. Great presentation. I would like to invite anyone in judging board to raise their hands with any questions. Lucas, feel free.
Hi. Can you expand on what kind of partnerships you're looking for, and what kind of bank are you in contact with right now?
Okay, so the partnership we are looking for is, for example, let's say, like I'm originally from Ethiopia, so let's say a commercial bank of Ethiopia wants to use SecureAuth app for authentication. So in that partnership, what we're going to do is for their online bank, which already exists, it's called like CBE online banking platform. So we're going to use SecureAuth protocol and Noaris protocol and save user data in blockchain in decentralized ledger, so that authentications could be easier. So the partnership we are looking for is that, because it is very essential to work with the banks to make this thing realistic. So I hope I answered your question. You can ask me a further question if you have another one.
And do you already have some banks in contact?
Currently, we don't have any banks in contact, because before contacting, we want to integrate Noaris protocol and build the app on the testnet, so that we could check the functionality of the app.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Does any other judge have any questions? Okay, I think we're all good. Adonis, thank you so much. We can move to the next participant, MetaBolicEase-Noaris with Kamal.
Hi.
Hey, Kamal.
Hi. Just quickly sharing my screen.
Awesome. I can see your screen.
So I'm good to go?
Yes.
Hi everyone, my name is Kamal and welcome to MetaBolicEase-Noaris, empowering personalized obesity management platform with cutting-edge deepin technology powered by Noaris, ABDM, and deepin. So coming to the problem statement first. So according to a recent study published in the Economic Times, India is among the top 3 most obese nations, with 70% population being overweight. According to this study published in Lancet, 70% of India's urban population is classified as obese or overweight, placing the country amid an obesity crisis. The report conducted by the NCD revealed that approximately 8 crore individuals in India are classified as obese, with a striking 1 crore falling within the age group of 5 to 19 years. So we are tackling this problem with MetaBolicEase. So we are building on top of ABDM and DEPA. So ABDM is Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission. It is a mission conducted by the government of India, where the creation of health records for individuals across various health providers can be made interoperable. So let's come to a description of what is MetaBolicEase. So we are a comprehensive patient-centric platform designed to revolutionize the management of clinical obesity by integrating advanced AI-driven analytics, real-time monitoring through IoT devices, which is integrated with Noaris, and secure data management. MetaBolicEase offers a scalable, secure, and personalized approach to healthcare. The platform empowers patients to take control of their weight loss journey while providing healthcare provide us with the tools needed to deliver customized, effective, and safe treatment plans. So this is Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission, which is the web page where we get an Aadhaar number, which is a 12-digit number, which can be linked as a healthcare passport of the user, which is used to determine how much his health records, his medical history is being there. Let's come to the key features that we provide. Again, AI-driven personalized treatment plans, real-time monitoring, secure data sharing and immutable records, comprehensive patient engagement, and interoperable with healthcare management. So, as you know that healthcare data should be private by nature, and privacy is very important. They cannot get leaked. So we are integrating DeFi with ABDM. So with DeFi, we can provide consent management healthcare data sharing. So the users can share their data with consent, utilizing the consent managers that are provided by DeFi. So this is a simple workflow on how the consent managers are used for sharing the data. This is the whole architecture diagram of how we are doing this, with starting with the initial consultation and assessment. The patient journey starts to take place where his medical history review and physical examination, all the records are taken place. All the records are utilizing the consent managers. They are then taken, and AI-driven risk stratification is utilized for getting the personalized recommendation for all the users who are obese. And a personalized treatment plan is then created for them with monitoring and adjustments like regular health checkups, continuous monitoring. So we are utilizing this Noaris for deep-in purpose because you would need the IoT devices and all the patient information with the IoT devices, like if he is doing gymming or if he is doing gymming, his blood groups and all those records through the IoT devices can be taken to our platform, and then the AI can be utilized for creating this personalized treatment plans, his day-to-day routines, etc., like progress monitoring, adjustment to his plans, patient education, which is very important in our case. So real-time data integration from wearable devices, gamification elements, and supportive social networking. Coming back to the intrinsic details. So I have discussed all this monitoring and adjustment, maintenance and long-term management. So currently talking about at which stage we are. So currently we are talking with the government of India. We also have support with government of Goa, which is a state in India, and we are in direct connection with the government regarding launching this startup program. And as we feel that it would be really helpful if we get the support from the government and building it on the India stack, because we are targeting the India market where obesity is a major problem. And yeah, that was all about our metabolic ease. I hope I have discussed everything.
Thank you so much, Kamal. I'd like to invite the judging board to raise their hands with any questions. Okay.
Hi, Likos. If you have, sorry.
Yeah, I guess that's
no worries.
all.
I was just asking if anybody has any questions. I'm happy to answer. If it feels all good.
Yeah, all good. Thank you, Kamal. All right, we will start the next track, ICP, Internet Computer Protocol, a cutting-edge blockchain that lets you build powerful, scalable dApps directly on the web. And kicking off, we have NeuraNFT with Arsh and Siddharth. If you can share your screen.
Hello, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
Great. Give me a second. I'll share my screen. Please let me know if it's visible.
Yes, it's perfect.
Sure. Harsh, you want to take over?
Yeah, I'll take over. So good evening, everyone, or afternoon for you. We are NeuraNFT, and we have identified a key problem in the current AI ecosystem that we are trying to solve by tokenizing intelligence and storing it in blockchain. Next slide, please. This slide presents a high-level overview of a typical AI infrastructure, highlighting three key stakeholders in the ecosystem: namely data owners, AI model providers, and infrastructure providers. Data owners are the end users of AI platform like ChatGPT. When these users interact with the platforms, their requests are sent to providers such as OpenAI or Anthropic. Well, interestingly, these AI companies don't typically maintain their own hardware infrastructure. Instead, they deploy their models on GPU clusters provided by cloud service providers like AWS or Azure. Well, looking at the data flow in the ecosystem, we can see that any document or query submitted by a user passes through a centralized server. These servers act as black boxes that processes the input and generates responses using a proprietary algorithm and model. Well, each step in this chain plays a crucial role in delivering AI services to end users, while also raises important questions about data handling, privacy, and the distribution of computational resources in the AI industry. Next slide, please. Well, the current centralized AI ecosystem presents numerous challenges that impact all stakeholders. The data owners lack control over their valuable data sets and are not fairly compensated. Independent creators struggle to monetize their innovation without large-scale deployment resources. End users face high costs, limited customization, and a lack of data control. Well, consider this scenario. A pharmaceutical company wants to use AI for drug discovery, but can't risk sensitive data leaving their servers. Well, simultaneously, AI providers are reluctant to deploy their algorithms on client servers due to IP concerns. This dilemma particularly affects smaller players and independent developers. For instance, an independent AI researcher who's fine-tuned a model for medical diagnosis faces a dilemma. They cannot afford to host the model themselves, but pharmaceutical companies won't use it if hosted externally. This bottleneck stifles innovation and limits the potential of AI in critical fields. Moreover, the system lacks true ownership, struggles with efficient resource management for personalized AI, and fail to equally distribute benefits. These issues, combined with data privacy concerns and the absence of trustless system, create significant barriers to widespread AI adoption. Next slide, please. The NeuraNFT stack revolutionizes the AI ecosystem by addressing critical issues in data privacy, model ownership, and decentralized compute. This innovative architecture consists of three main layers. First, the vertical use cases. This enables personalized AI assistance, secure enterprise AI, and marketplaces for AI models and data. Second is the blockchain layer, which leverages NFT for model and data ownerships, access control, and smart contract. Third, the compute layer. This allows GPU owners to stake their resources, creating a decentralized network of secure compute nodes. Well, this stack empowers all stakeholders. Data owners and model creators can monetize their assets without exposing source code. Corporations can deploy custom models on secure servers, ensuring data privacy. Independent developers can easily deploy and monetize their innovations. The genius lies in its trustless system. By using blockchain technology and secure containers, NeuraNFT eliminates reliance on centralized authorities at all. This fosters a transparent, secure, and equitable AI ecosystem. In essence, NeuraNFT is not just a technical solution. It's a paradigm shift in how we approach AI development, deployment, and utilization. Lastly, our ultimate goal is to create a fully decentralized, self-evolving AI ecosystem that revolutionizes how AI is developed, owned, and utilized. We'll begin by implementing advanced NFT functionalities and DAO structures for community-driven innovation and governance. Next, we'll expand our infrastructure into a distributed cross-chain network, enhancing our marketplace with cutting-edge privacy and versioning features. Finally, we'll introduce AI to AI interaction and dynamic learning NFTs, partnering with industry leaders to bring these groundbreaking technologies to real-world applications. That's it from us. You can contact us with these handles. And thank you, everyone. If you have any questions, we can answer it.
Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, please feel free to ask any questions about this project.
Thank you, Sid. Thank you, Arsh. If anyone has questions, please raise your hand. All right. I think we're good here. We can move to the next project, FactFund with Sai. Hey Sai, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, cool.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see it.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone, and I'm excited to introduce your project FactFund. So, our mission is to empower communities with a platform that brings transparency, security, decentralization to the fundraising process. By leveraging the power of ICP blockchain, FactFund aims to revolutionize how we support charitable causes, social activities, pet adoptions, and disaster relief efforts. And let's start understanding the problems that exist in the traditional crowdfunding platforms. So firstly, we can see a lack of transparency. So here, there will be a limited visibility into the allocation of funds, difficulty in tracking how funds are utilized after they are raised. So, and the second one is centralized decision making. Traditional crowdfunding platforms often have centralized control, limiting community involvement and engagement, and in the fund allocation also. And the third is inefficient proposal and voting mechanism. Existing platforms may not have community engagement through the voting process. And other thing is insecure transactions. So traditional systems may be vulnerable to fraud and tampering and security of transactions and fraud. And inadequate authentication and identity management. Traditional platforms may not provide secure, efficient authentication, leading to misuse of the system. So solutions here with the FactFund. So enhanced transparency with ICP. So implementing ICP blockchain features, all the transactions are transparent, immutable, and publicly accessible, allowing donors to track fund usage effectively. And the second thing is decentralized decision making. By leveraging the decentralized voting system through DAO, empowers the community to decide on fund allocation, reduce biases, increasing community involvement. And the third is efficient proposal and voting mechanism. The platform features a streamlined process for proposal submission and community voting, and the secure tamper-proof transaction. Here we are utilizing ICP blockchain and plug wallet, provides a secure environment for transactions and protecting against fraud and tampering. And the last is secure authentication. So here we are using internet identity and plug wallet for efficient user authentication. And market growth. The global crowdfunding market is booming, projected to reach 28.8 billion by 2025. And simultaneously, the blockchain market is expected to grow 39.7 billion. FactFund is strategically positioned at the intersection of these two rapidly growing markets. Our platform caters into a diverse audience and including non-profit startups and social enterprises, increasingly adopting blockchain technology for more transparent and secure fundraising. And here's how FactFund works. First, efficiently, the users can log in through the plug wallet or internet identity, and users can create detailed proposals on various activities and charities, disaster relief funds. And later on, all users can submit vote on submitted proposals and to determine which proposals receive the funding. And the proposal that receives sufficient community voting are approved, eligible for funding. And later on, the users can donate to the approved proposals through the plug wallet, ensuring the secure and transparent transactions on ICP blockchain. And all the transactions are recorded on the ICP blockchain and allowing users to track how the funds are spent in a transparent, immutable manner. This provides ensuring accountability and building trust among the community and donors. So, competitive analysis. And FactFund stands out in the crowdfunding space, unlike traditional platforms, which are often centralized, opaque, FactFund is fully decentralized and community driven. We eliminate transaction fees, offer fully transparent fund tracking on the blockchain, and provide DAO-based governance model that empowers our users. And business model. Straightforwardly, we are collecting a fee of 5% of the total amount raised for the proposal or campaign. And the second is a token-based incentivization, introducing our native token that users can earn participating in various activities in the platform. And partnerships, collaborating with the non-profits and NGOs, environmental groups, and social enterprises to bring their fundraising campaigns into the FactFund. And social media growth. Within less than 1 month, there will be significant growth and followers count to our platform. And future plannings. Our roadmap includes existing developments. So the full platform launch of FactFund, and we are integrating our native token to incentivize participation and growth. And we plan to expand our partnership globally, bringing more organizations into our platform and global expansion. We are looking to extend or evaluate, ensuring FactFund is available to communities everywhere. And we will continue to enhance the platform with new features and focus on community building and education. And my co-founder Satish, over 3 years of experience in the Web3 space and blockchain technology, and worked on various projects and events. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Sai. I'd like to invite anyone from the judging board with any questions. Please raise your hand. Okay, I think we're good to move on to the next track. The next track is SolarX. SolarX is revolutionizing sustainable energy by combining blockchain with solar power solutions. The SolarX platform enables peer-to-peer energy trading, transparent carbon credits, and decentralized energy management. We have InterGreen with Aliu, if you'd like to come in and present.
Yeah, can you all see my screen?
Not yet.
Okay. Says allow. Excuse me. The Firefox does not have screen recording permission.
Maybe you're on Macintosh and you need to enable the permission.
Yes, yeah, I am on Macintosh. Okay, let me allow that. Open.
Okay, we can wait a few minutes.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Allow apps to be recorded. Click let's match. Okay, I think I've allowed that now. Open.
Great.
Quit and reopen. No, don't quit and reopen. All right. I guess my screen should be disabled. I don't want to be quit, so the meeting is going to stop. Okay, so let me try again. I've enabled it. So. Okay. All right, I guess. Can you all see my screen now?
Yes, awesome. We can all see yours.
Okay, good. All right, so this is InterGreen by Ali Rashid. Brief introduction of myself and background. I am Ali Rashid, an ICT professional personnel and a full-stack blockchain developer with 20 years plus of experience, and I'm the founder of InterGreen, a blockchain-based platform aimed at promoting sustainable energy projects by securely incentivizing green energy production and investment. Now, introduction to InterGreen itself. InterGreen is a decentralized platform that seamlessly integrates gaming, cybersecurity, and green energy. The platform leverages interoperability, proof of green energy, decentralized security, and advanced blockchain infrastructure to create a unique ecosystem. It allows users to participate in gaming activities while contributing to a greener planet and ensuring their digital assets are secured. Key components of InterGreen. InterGreen utilizes CoinWeb's interoperability protocol to facilitate seamless communication and data sharing among different blockchains. This enables the transfer of assets, identity, and game process across various gaming platforms and dApps, offering users a unified experience while leveraging different blockchain strengths. Another component, SolarX. SolarX as a proof of green energy protocol of gaming, satisfying renewable energy use and rewarding players. This incentivizes sustainability and reduce carbon footprints in blockchain activities. Other key components I use NeuraNFT protocol. NeuraNFT integrates decentralized cybersecurity protocols to protect users' data in game assets and prevent hacks. Users benefit from enhanced security and peace of mind. InterGreen utilizes the ICP to host decentralized gaming applications, ensuring scalability and efficiency. This approach reduces dependency and centralized servers, enhancing platform resilience and speed. Moxie Gaming Protocol enhances InterGreen by offering an interactive gaming experience where users can compete, earn rewards, and engage with a sustainability-focused gaming community, attracting a diverse user base and fostering a vibrant platform community. The user journey. 1. Onboarding. Users create an account on InterGreen, linking their existing wallet and identities across different blockchains using CoinWeb's interoperability features. 2. Gaming and earning. Users can choose from a variety of gaming hosted on the platform, with all activities certified as being powered by green energy through SolarX proof of green energy protocols. Then security. All transactions and data exchanges are secured using NeuraNFT, decentralized cybersecurity measures, ensuring a safe environment for gamers. Community engagement. Number 4. Players can join guilds, participate in tournaments, and earn reward within Moxie-powered game ecosystem. Number 5. Sustainability impact. Users can track their positive environmental impact through the platform, seeing how their gaming activities contribute to green energy usage. Monetization and tokenomics. Now, green tokens. Players earn green tokens for participating in games and other activities powered by renewable energy. This token can be used within the platform or traded on external exchanges. Then NFTs. The platform can offer eco-friendly NFTs representing in-game assets or achievements, with a portion of the sales going towards green energy initiatives. Subscription and premium features. Users can pay for premium features such as exclusive games and advanced security options, further supporting the platform development. Now, problem statements. Current challenges in green energy production and investment. The transition of green energy is critical, yet it faces significant hurdles, including high upfront costs, a lack of investor confidence, and limited transparency in tracking and verifying green energy production. Solution is InterGreen. How InterGreen addresses these challenges. InterGreen leverages a blockchain technology to create a transparent and decentralized platform where green energy producers can tokenize their energy output, creating InterGreen tokens, IGTs, that can be traded and invested in. This only not provides producers with immediate liquidity, but also allows investors to support green energy initiatives with confidence, knowing that their investments are secure and traceable on the blockchain. How it works. One of the platform's key features and technology. Producers mint InterGreen tokens, IGTs, equivalent to their verified energy output, which are then listed on our platform. Investors can purchase these tokens, providing producers with capital, while the tokens themselves can be used for various purposes, including staking for reward, trading, or even contributing to carbon offset programs. Market opportunity. The market size and growth potential. With the global push towards renewable energy, the market for green energy is expected to grow exponentially. So InterGreen is present to capture a significant share of facilitating easier access to green energy investment and fostering a decentralized energy economy. Business model, how InterGreen generates revenue. Our revenue model includes transaction fees on tokens, trades, premium services, premium listing fees for energy producers, and partnership with carbon offset programs and green energy certification bodies. Roadmap and future vision, key milestone and the long-term vision. We plan to launch our MVP by quarter 4 of 2024, with a full platform rollout in 2025. Our long-term vision is to create a global ecosystem where green energy becomes a default choice, supported by a robust and transparent blockchain infrastructure. Closing and call to action, summary and questions from the judges. So InterGreen is more than just a platform. It's a movement towards a sustainable future. We are excited to be at the forefront of this revolution and look forward to your support and feedback. Thank you. I'm happy to answer questions.
Thank you, Aliu. If anyone from the judging board from Solar Extract has any questions, please raise your hand.
Hey, Tony. Sorry, mate. I've just got one question. Thanks for the presentation. What would be your worst case scenario black swan event in this instance? Because I see that the project actually spreads across quite a lot of other partners apart from SolarX. So just with that in mind, and that may be consideration, what is your black swan event in this instance?
SolarX, but I just integrated the rest to make its blockchain features multi-blockchain so that it will be cost-effective because of the interoperability features and other security features that the other stacks has. So that's why we incorporate so many things in it to make it fully decentralized.
Okay, thanks, mate.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Does anyone else have any other questions? Okay. Thank you so much, Aliu. It was a pleasure having your presentation. And without further ado, I'd like to invite to the floor CyberCharge with Joseph.
Hey, Tony, thanks. I hope everyone can hear me. I'm running VPN right now.
Yes, connection is perfect.
Awesome. You see that okay?
Yes, it's perfect.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, thanks everyone. I'm Joseph, founder of CyberCharge, the world's first DeFi charge-to-earn network. And this image is basically our concept. We'll actually be sending these over to Token 2049. So we'll have about 100 of them on hand. So why CyberCharge? So, well, it's actually based off a successful Web2 company where you basically charge 5 minutes a day per game. You attach it to the wall, attach it to your phone, you open up the app, you mine. And basically everyone who has a phone will need a CyberCharge. And we see every year that more phones are being sold. And as more phones are sold, more chargers are needed, right? People also need to replace chargers. And as I'm sure we all are quite bullish on the future of DeFi as well as Web3 in general. So if DeFi reaches 50% of the total DeFi market within a few years, we expect it to break through 500 billion. So in addition to CyberCharge being fun, I view that Web3 currently has 3 major issues. One is a lack of verifiable Web3 users. This is also an issue in Web2, just because a lot of wallets, a lot of users are botted, So when you see numbers, you're not quite sure if that's real or not. So sometimes those numbers might not be indicative of the community's health. Another issue is isolation of Web3 communities. And I especially saw this firsthand at Korea Blockchain Week and WebEx, which I just came back from, is that, there's so many different events, there's so many different people who are really into Web3, but they're very siloed, right? It's based on different tokens or different blockchains, and a lot of them don't actually interact with each other. But I feel that we should all be going towards the same direction of decentralization, and Cybercharge can help with this. And then the third major issue is that there's a lack of actual daily engagement for just your standard customer to onboard on the Web3. So Cybercharge, we're the one to power all. And we're a social networking system, but our first product within this is our smart charger. So what makes our smart charger especially interesting is that it consists of three important parts. The first one is the modular charging plug with sliding slot. So we currently support EU plugs, UK, as well as American plugs. And then we have AI encryption on both sides. So that's basically for number 2 and number 3. It basically just helps make sure that your CyberCharge smart charger pairs up with your device. And it also can read that it's bound with your account, and it can also interact with smart contracts. So one smart charger plugs in the wall. You have your app open on your phone, and that's bound with your account, and that's paired up. And then the cyber chip is a very large component of CyberCharge because each cyber chip represents a different community, and you're able to actually switch the different cyber chips on top of your charger. So on the Web 2 side, we have 80 million registered users, and 20 million of them have KYC, which means they put in their ID, and they also took a selfie. And then out of those, about 1.5 million users are active every day. So that means they play all of our social games as part of CyberCharge. And then we actually only started doing sales this year on the Web 2 side. So it's actually been going on for about 3 years, but we just started selling in January. So I'm quite happy to say that we've sold over 700,000 devices. So that includes chargers as well as chips. And we've already shipped out 500,000 of those to our customers. So how do we verify Web3 users? So we use proof of charge to show proof of person. So that means you have the CyberCharge plugged into a socket. You have a Type-C cable attached to your phone. And then when you open the app, and it detects that you're charging, so you have to charge with the cyber chip on top. We see that you're physically there. And that's when we start letting you mine, because you're mining on the application side and then claiming airdrops, essentially. But we use this charging mechanism to help verify that you're a real user. And only one CyberCharge smart charger can pair up with one device. We can work with a lot of different projects, essentially, because if you have points or tokens or NFTs, you can be part of our ecosystem. Because every user on the app side is also an MPC wallet. So it's also a unique active wallet address. And everything that they're mining, whether those are points or our participating projects, points and tokens, everything used in our social games within the app goes back to the project. 95% of it goes back to the project. We keep 5%. Everyone who has a phone they need to charge their phone. So it's a clear value add having a CyberCharge with your phone. If you play games on your phone, we basically add more to that, right, for your traditional user. For Web3 users, it's quite obvious that getting more out of your charging, being able to potentially get more tokens and points through our games overall it's a value add. So our C2E, charge to earn mechanism, creates an innovative and infinitely scalable deepened flywheel. I'll go over this very quick. User needs a charge phone, so they use our CyberCharge smart charger. They get tokens and points. They use them in our app. So our app has multiple different social games that have already been optimized on the Web 2 side. But the Web 2 side, they're using game currencies. It has nothing to do with Web 3, but their actions are very similar to what you'd see in Web 3. So as people are playing it, we have a referral system, so people bring more people in, right? They purchase the cybercharge, and that creates a larger flywheel because we're getting more users coming in, and it attracts more projects in. And so our actual functionality where you're able to get exposure to every project on the ecosystem as well as our tokens, our points, becomes more valuable. So as I mentioned previously, just wanted to show a few images. You plug in an outlet, you can open up the app. And as you can see here, since we own Bored Apes on the Web 2 side, we're just showing this as an example. But you're able to mine multiple currencies with each cyber chip, since each cyber chip represents a different community. But you can see that there's other communities shown here. But all of our games can use all of the points and tokens that are on your account. And another cool thing is with our social games, we're able to actually switch out all the art, and we can support any project, but especially meme projects, because we can change an ape, for example, to a dog, to a cat, a frog, pretty much anything. And since it's fairly simple gameplay, it's more complex than what you'd see on like Telegram mini apps. So we do have more complexity, but it's quite easy to get into, and people really enjoy it. We get people addicted to social gaming, and they have fun playing. But every cyber chip, we can basically give it any type of functionality we want. So depending on what the project needs. Yeah, we work pretty much with anyone. So what's a good reason to collaborate with CyberCharge specifically? So especially for larger chains, because, for example, we work with IoTex, so we're part of their accelerator program, and we'll also have, we're sponsoring the IoTex Real World Beacon Summit at Token 2049, that every time someone is mining, right, because you're a verified user through charging, you're actually claiming an airdrop. So depending on where that token is at, you're going to do a on-chain transaction, which ultimately benefits the network. And since people are receiving these tokens, even like, let's say if we're working with a project that only gives a few tokens into our ecosystem, it still creates an overall number of actual token holders, because you can only have one CyberCharge smart charger for one phone. So we're creating this ecosystem where you're getting a huge number of holders and you're getting exposure to a huge number of projects. But they actually are using, most of them are using them in our social games. And to reference, on the Web 2 side, about 80% of our users use up all their points in the social games. And then they actually go to a secondary marketplace to purchase points. So you can view that as layer 0 off-chain game currencies. And since everyone's going to be in our app, we can clearly show banners, right? We can do banner ads for any project that is part of our ecosystem. And so, that supports HTML5, so you can go to wherever the project sets it. So based on our Web 2 data, with 1.5 million DAU, we see that this will clearly add utility to a lot of meme projects. Pretty much any project, but especially meme projects, which don't have that much utility yet, and maybe they started exploding, but they want to keep it there. Well, if you work with us, we can basically change our social game. We can rebrand it to any meme. And it doesn't take too much on our side, since we've been doing this for several years already. And with all these on-chain transactions, you increase your revenue. So we have a very experienced team. So for myself, I was in the game industry for about 12 years. I also have GameFi game, but I was also over at Tencent before, publishing games in North America, including Arena and Valor. And then we also have people from Polygon. I was at Polygon Studios. And then we have some of the team from the Web 2 side that's been doing this for 3 years, representing the co-founder portion. And then some of our angel investors have been through several cycles, so they're quite good at go-to-market. So if you see that we have Firex Nee, he's a top 3 Web3 macro analyst for the Chinese-speaking community on X, and he's also now head of Solar Singapore, which is Solana's official Chinese-speaking community. So he's a Solar ambassador, which means pretty much anyone who wants to get into Asia in Solana, or if you're a Chinese-speaking project and you want to get exposure or support, we can interact with them and potentially put them in our ecosystem as well. Of course, it's up to them, but we can get that type of exposure. And then, we've had people who are early investors in Elysium, AGI, also LPs in Multicoin and Standard Crypto. So we're quite good at this in terms of go-to-market, in terms of getting a huge amount of traffic, especially in Southeast Asia. So we are based in Singapore, but we are distributed throughout the world. So, we do have a team over in Hong Kong, a few people in Vietnam, one person in Australia, and then 3 people in Canada. But we are continuing to grow. So with our events, we'll be at Solana's after party. So it's the Solar after party, as well as our own booth and IoTex's side event. We'll start to do pre-sales around token, TBD. And then we'll be able to, our factory can ship out around 10,000 devices in October. And then with all of this exposure, we can onboard, over 100 projects pretty easily, right, at different collaboration levels. And then we expect, with the combination of our Web 2 business, right, with the exposure those users will get coming over to here, as well as what we're bringing into Cybercharge through the existing Web 3 community, we plan on onboarding around 2 million new users by end of Q1 next year. And I'm happy to collaborate with any projects out there, or if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph. I'll invite anyone from the judging board to raise their hands and ask any questions.
Hello, Tony. Me again. Joseph, thank you very much for that presentation. It was very extensive. Thanks so much for that. I've got one question, and maybe you may have glanced over it. It's very early in the morning for me, so I might have missed it. Whereabouts are your games hosted? Are they hosted on individual nodes, or is it on AWS, or? Because I'm just
AWS.
It's on AWS. Okay.
Yeah.
So would you require, say, different nodes to actually run these games on, or is it just purely you could run this off of AWS?
Yeah. So our initial set of games are developed in-house, right? So they're first-party developed games. So just to ensure we're able to have that experience, we first do on AWS. But of course, we can add additional functionality to the ecosystem. We can also work with other partners. Like, let's say they want to have it hosted on a node for their game, we could definitely do that.
Okay, fantastic. Because I've just been, it's quite weird. I was speaking to another gaming project who I won't mention, and they have exactly the same tact as you, but they don't have the eco and the physical product as such. But their games are running, they wanted to buy more nodes because currently they're running on AWS. So hence they were speaking to us in the possibility that they could run it off of our mining machines, which effectively act as nodes, and it's fairly decentralized. So it's interesting to see, you seem to be coming from the same sort of angle as them, but rely more on AWS and the possibility of nodes later down the track, right?
Oh, definitely. This is just the first version. So eventually we're able to expand upon the hardware. On the Web 2 side, we already have a portable power bank, and that power bank can also have cyber chips. So what we eventually want to do is create a decentralized identity related to your household charging, right? Where when we get extra energy, we're able to actually distribute that to underrepresented regions. Underrepresented in terms of energy. Right now, this is more of, we're adding that clear community building value, but later down the road, we're able to actually do a lot more with the energy itself.
Fantastic. Thank you, Joseph.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn.
All right. Does anyone else have any other questions for Joseph? Okay. Thank you so much, Joseph, for your presentation. It was amazing to learn more about cybersecurity.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Tony. Thanks, everyone, for having me.
Great. All right. Without further ado, I would like to invite to the stage Green Wim with Akash and Priyansh. If you'd like to come in and share your screen. Awesome, I can see your screen.
Okay. So, okay, so screen is visible.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. So welcome to GreenWim, and GreenWim is on a mission to speed up the shift toward renewable energy usage. We do this by offering new economic incentives for individuals to install solar panels and use the electricity they generate. We are building novel use cases and our approach addresses the shortcoming and inefficiencies of centralized energy systems and motivate individuals to adopt green energy by giving them by generating revenue for them in exchange. So basically how it works is individual connect our sensor with the solar panels. We keep track of how much energy they are using and turn that into SLR points. They then put these points up for sale in the marketplace. Brand can buy this for exchange for SolarX coin, and the individuals get SolarX coin and the discount at the participating brand store. The brands are encouraged to join because they get to advertise to new customers. This helps them get customers try their product and build mutually beneficial relationships with loyal customer base. Brand also get renewable energy credit that help them offset their carbon footprint by directly supporting green and clean energy and their own customers. Now, so, first of all, you have logged. So this is a quick demo for our platform and how different aspects work. So we are starting with user registration. Begin with your MetaMask wallet. And the second thing, you have to go to the add sensor. Each sensor has a secret code that you have to put in here. And the points that are generated by that sensor will be added to your account. This is our sensor code. I will just copy it and add it into my account. I can claim this SLR token just for the demo. Okay, now when I go to the sale tab, I can see I have 12 SLR tokens and I can list them for sale. Its price will be in the SolarX coin. You can also offer this as an option. Let me just list this simply here. I can see there are 2 orders listed here. And in the brand tab, they first have to join as a brand. So I have joined as a brand. Let me just set up my Shopify store here. And when the brand goes to the sponsor tab, they can also see all of the orders here. Now I will consume this order and the token, which is a single token here. Let me just consume it to check if we have received our reward. Now I have a Shopify URL here. I will just go to the store URL and here I can add anything. Let's say I'm interested in this subboard. Can add it to my card and let's check out. And now before checkout, I can generate a discount code. And I've gotten my discount code, which I can just redeem here. So as a user of GreenWim, I have saved money on my purchases, and the brand is able to offset its carbon footprint by directly supporting its own consumers, creating a win-win situation for all and extending the SolarX ecosystem through a green energy focused deep-in project. Okay, so the demo was currently hosted on Base blockchain, so the prices were cheap, and we will switch to SolarX mainnet when it launches. Now, first of all, so these are the reasons why we decided to build GreenWim to tackle problem with the centralized energy grid, problem with energy market transparency, lack of incentive for individuals to switch from fossil fuel to green energy. So as this research highlights that more than 60% of all the energy that is generated through all the sources, be it solar, hydrogen, or fossil fuels, more than 60% of it gets wasted because of the transmission losses. And by encouraging individuals to have energy sources directly in their home, we can bring down these losses up to 10%. And these are our revenue models. So we will be charging a platform fee, some fee for sensor integration, or we will be offering more complex trading features in marketplace. So there's some fee for those, and through brand collaborations. And the market predicts 100x growth from where we are currently, which is 2024. So, and we are all set to take advantage for it. Thank you for your time and attention, and I would like to answer your questions.
Thank you. If any judge has any question, please raise your hands or feel free to unmute yourself.
Yeah, I would do. Thank you very much for the presentation. Just one question from me. I noticed that you had retailer involvement in the overall project. Have you had any feedback from existing retailers, or do you have a number of retailers that have shown an interest in this project?
So we are currently working with one retailer. So they have a like store here, and they are basically involved in manufacturing for our pencils and the carbon thing there. So the carbon footprint is quite high, and we offered these things and explained the advantage that it can bring for them, and they said they will be quite interested in joining our project.
Okay,
so we are in further talks with them. So yeah, sure.
Okay. Thanks, mate.
Do we have any other questions from the judging board? All right, awesome. Thank you so much for your presentation.
Yeah, thank you all.
Thank you. Without further ado, I would like to introduce a new track, Lenera. Lenera uses innovative microchains that lets users store their data and assets securely in their own space, ensuring a super fast and reliable interactions. We have ResPeer, a peer-to-peer content publishing application on Lenera. Zhao, I invite you to the floor to present. Awesome. We can see your screen. Just not sure if your mic is on. We might be having some technical issues here with your mic, Zhao.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now it's working. Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Hi, I'm Kiki, founder of ResPeer. It's great to be here at the next top blockchain stats finalist presentation. With over 50 years in software engineering, I worked on low-level operating system, high-level application, and the decentralized network. While building a Web3 social feed application, I recognized the need for various decentralization technology like IPFS for storage and the push protocol for notification. However, we encountered the challenge with scalability and with responsiveness, and eventually we found Lenera. And initially, I considered creating a Ethereum-based application for easy reward. But I want to leverage Lenera's unique feature. So that's we develop ResPeer to manage content storage, interaction states, and the real-time notifications in a full decentralized manner. This approach allowed us to create a rich Web3 social feed application without needing multiple integration. Positioning blockchain as a core infrastructure rather than just an incentive layer. Although we may not have time for demo today, I'd like to highlight some user scenario of ResPeer. ResPeer is designed as a content publishing platform on Lenera, fostering a community where creators can monetize their work fairly. We initially planned for Trackle to serve as a wallet login system of ResPeer, but it evolved into a standalone Web3.js compatible wallet for Lenera. We also create a Megachain as a service cluster to support Trackle and are developing a copilot of others using Lenera Edge AI to enhance their content. So our feed application functions as an untrained CMS where users can publish content to earn native tokens and credit rewards. Interactions with published content also yield rewards, and the users are notified of likes and comments. In the marquee application, artists can sell their work priced in native token. Buyers can use this asset to customize their avatars in Respio, and a small percentage of each transaction supports the foundation. And every user action in Respio earns reward, primarily as credit. And the credit can reduce cost when purchasing assets in the market. Credit expires unused and are recycled or burned. We will implement a placement mechanism to ensure a steady supply of credits for rewarding new activity. Okay. We think to build a quality creator community, we also need engaged readers. Thus, we will design an activity application that acts as a read club, allowing users to host activity with a locked budget approved by the foundation. Voters of the winners of the activity will share the rewards with the winner. All content and assets undergo review by the reviewer DAO. Users can apply to be reviewers, and the DAO member could earn token and credits for their evaluation, regardless of the approval or rejection. And as a junior author, I often struggle with syntax error and poor word, so we develop an author copilot using LearnerEdge AI. We also created an AI illustrator to help users generate illustrations and covers based on their text. To address the need for computing resource of the AI task, we designed a CPU registrar application for resource registration, enabling community members to offer their computing resource for authors to enhance their content. Okay. So actually we have a foundation application in which it will lock the amount of the native token. So if when each transaction is happening in the market application, a fixed ratio of the transaction amount will be deposited to the foundation application, and part of the funds in the foundation application will be used as the content reward and the reviewer's fee and the activity budget. So that's Respio. Respio is a peer-to-peer content publication application learner. While not the first Web3 social feed application, it's a valuable trial for creating a comprehensive Web3 social feed application that integrates all functionality on a single blockchain. Thank you. Thanks to Leonard. Thank you.
Thank you, KK. I'd like to invite anyone in judging boards to ask any questions.
Thank you. Thanks so much for the presentation and for your contributions in the past hackathon. So on this one, the new contribution was mostly on the AI track. Is that correct?
Yeah. In this hackathon, actually we integrate new AI model with the LearnerEdge AI. The first is a T5. We use T5 to help the author to improve their content. For example, they can rewrite their content better of a selected paragraph. They also can correct the syntax error in their paragraph. And another is that we integrate the tiny stable diffusion into the learner AI. So that when author would like to generate an illustration for some of their paragraph, they just need to select the text and try to generate with the learner as AI. And we also implement a prototype design workflow, payment workflow with learner AI. And the computing provider just need to register their computing resource to CP registry with their device information and the price. And after that, we also need to use the computing resource for their task. They just need to query the computing node for the task query and pay for the query. The computing node will check the payment state of the query and serve the task. Then, okay, that's what we do with this hacking.
So the AI inference is in the server, or some of it is some of it on the edge on the client side, or is it only the server, or is it both?
Currently, it's only running server in the node service, in service side. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
Thanks, Matthew.
All right, amazing. Does anyone else have any questions? All right. Sounds like no one has more questions. KK, thank you so much for your presentation. Amazing what we've built in Monero. Without further ado, I'd like to invite Edward to the stage and present Moonswap app.
Hi everyone. Can I share screen?
Hey Edward, yeah, we can see and hear you. Just the screen is presented.
Yeah. Hi everyone. I am Edward. Today I present my Moonswap. Yeah. Yes. For about the Moonswap, is a decentralized exchange offering efficient trading with low cost and a limit order and concentrated liquidity built on the Metale Protocol. The color palette I use for the the Moonswap. Yes, and for the service with Moonswap, now we support for the swap the token, and next we will have the transfers and liquidity. And for Moonswap, we can swap any support between any support token pair. And transfers, we can transfer the token from an account to different account. And liquidity for liquidity, liquidity provide can to deposit and withdraw the liquidity from the pool. How it works, yeah. For liquidity providers can deposit to the pool. I call it is Moonswap pool, and then trader can be swap and swap the token from the pool with the calculator. I'm a AMM ratio from pool. This is the small the short video for the swap tool on swap Moonswap. People can.
Hello everyone. Today I want to introduction my swap application for Linera Hackathon. We can connect to account by button in header and button on swap section. We can see the balance of the token after connecting to the app. We have two way for change token pair. 1, we click button on middle swap form. 2, we click on token and open the modal select token we want to change. Now, we try to enter amount in input greater than current balance. We will see a message. Current balance is not enough. Next step. We try to enter an amount greater than the current balance of the token we want to swap. We will see a message that the pool liquidity is insufficient. Okay, we will do a swap and see how the balance will change of the token pair. Thank you for watching my video.
What next I will build for the Moonswap? The first I will improve my UI for smooth and friendly. And second, we has connect the EVM wallet, and first we have the for chain per session, and fourth we have the liquidity for session. The team just only me. And thank you everyone for your time.
Thank you, Edward. It was an amazing presentation. Would like to invite anyone in the judging board to ask any questions.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for the presentation. This was the UI track. So you used the existing AMM example, is that right? And you created an AI on top of that. A UI.
Yes.
Sorry.
For UI. Yeah. Yep. EVM, right? Sorry. Can you say again?
Yes, I was just wondering. So the code of the AMM, is this the one that we wrote in Linera? Do you know, Danny? Maybe.
Yes. I use the AMM the example, and just work for the UI.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. And how did you develop the UI? What did you use?
Yeah, I build it by the Next.js and Wrap.js. For UI, I use the tone green and config summoners for the with color palette.
Okay. Cool. Thanks. Also, I had another question. It's not related to the project, but what tool do you use to generate the videos, the audio, the voice? It's pretty cool.
I use the step for speech AI.
Say that again?
Yeah. I use the AI for the when I test the AI will the speak, and we can download the file. The audio.
Are you using a service or are you running the model yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Edward. Thanks, Matthew. If any other judge has any questions, please let us know. Okay. It sounds like we can invite Microchess to come and present with Niraj. If you'd like to come in and share your screen.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, and we can see your screen.
G Microchance, everyone. I'm Niyat Sir, and I've been working on a decentralized chess game named Microchess. Microchess is a classical chess game with Web2 responsiveness and with security and features of Web3 technology. So before we move forward, let me briefly talk about Web3 gaming industry. So in my research and on the internet, I found some statistics about the active users. So I've seen that the active users on the Web3 community just for the games has been declining over the past few years. And although there are upcoming technologies and new blockchain architectures, I've seen a lot of companies building games for the Web3, and also I've seen people have tried building chess on Web3, but with the traditional blockchains, it poses difficulty in building chess. So these are few of the problems. So having complete logic on chain. So for example, in chess, we have to calculate for if a player is in checkmate or not, for example. So if a player is in checkmate, so the player's pieces, every pieces, we have to calculate possible moves for every pieces. So that's quite heavy on the computation. Also, having a singular chain with traditional blockchains. So with congested networks, we'll have gas fees rising. Also, the game won't be playable because it won't be real time anymore. So we have some solutions. Obviously, without linear microchain, we can't do that. And therefore, microchess. Also, we are using multi-owner microchain to make it multiplayer. So I'll show a demo. I forgot to show an optimized demo. I mean, let me show it here. How it feels for both the players.
I would just like to inform you, if you're trying to present, the slide is frozen and it's a bit off center. Just like to let you know.
Okay, let me see.
Yes, yeah.
Is it visible now? I'm showing chess demo.
Okay, now it shows solution. Yep.
I'm sharing my entire screen. Entire screen. So, is it visible now?
Yeah, now it's full screen.
But we don't see the chess though. I think you were briefly showing the chess game.
So is it visible? I mean the chess game?
No.
No, we see the slide now. But maybe that's fine.
Now it's visible. It was for a second.
Was it visible, the chess game? I mean. I just wanted to show how real time it is for both the players. I think it's visual now.
Yeah, it's working now. We can see two tabs.
Okay. So also just demonstrate how real time this is. The UI doesn't look good. I'm sorry for that. I'm still working on it. So you can see how quick this is, right? So whenever white makes a move, the other opponent will receive it quickly. So I just wanted to show you that. So moving back to the presentation. So I'm using Bitboards. So it is optimal way to have calculate the board positions, the piece positions, and store the data on chain. So everything is on chain. Also for the future plans, also and how do I say this? For the future plans, we are going to have ads and premium membership.
Can you do one more move? Because right now we see the board just when we didn't see the full board when you.
Is it visible now?
Yeah. Can you do one more move somewhere?
So white plays, let's make a move. So you'll see it here. So if someone captures a piece, it will be shown here. Is it visible? I guess.
No, I don't know. We don't see anything moving.
Yeah, it's
Is
not
it frozen?
maybe try stop sharing your screen and then sharing again as
Oh, now we see it. That's weird. So it's too fast for the Google Google Meet. Okay.
It's too fast.
All right. I don't know. All right. Thanks. Cool.
It's too fast.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Did you? And so I heard you coded the rules of chess yourself. Did you consider there's a chess library in Rust that has the rules coded?
Yeah.
Did you consider that one?
Yeah. So you also provided I think a crate for that. I thought it would be nice to have everything, but I think me doing everything will help in further progressing the project. If there is a problem in the testnet and with the game itself, like calculations and everything, I can do it and I can make it as lightweight as possible and as optimized as I can. So those features won't be available in third-party crate, I think. So it's really flexible. It took a time to learn everything, but I think it's worth.
Okay, thanks. It's just the rules of chess are a bit complicated. I mean, you got things like if a pawn doesn't move for 50 moves, then it's a draw, that kind of stuff. So it's a bit annoying to program all of that. Probably.
Yes, that is.
Okay.
I'm still working.
Okay. Cool. Well, thank you. Yeah, that's why I had this question.
Amazing. Does any other judge have any questions they would like to ask Niraj? Okay, I guess we're good to go. Niraj, please share a recording of the chess game and we'll share with everyone that attended the call so that you have a fair chance so everyone can see what you're trying to present due to the technical issues that did not work. Without further ado, I would like to introduce a new track. We have here the AI track with Llama Launchpad, Llama Launchpad will help bring your project to market without any retainer, providing access to thousands of private retail investors focusing on AI and Web3 investments. As the first presentation, we have Joshua with 0x Knowledge. Joshua, if you'd like to come in and share your screen. I think Joshua is still joining the call. Let's just give it a couple more minutes. Joshua is joining in as we're a bit earlier on the schedule. All right, amazing. We have Joshua here.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect. Let me share my screen.
Yep.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, it's working.
All right, perfect. Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Joshua, and I'm presenting a bit more about Socrates Network. So just starting off with a bit of a story. I'm one of the co-founders for CollegeDAO, and we're the world's largest university blockchain collective. So anything higher education related, that's us. And across our journey over the past couple of years, we found that we onboarded a tremendous number of developers into the blockchain space. And we saw a lot of people fiddling around with the AI tools, copy-pasting things into ChatGPT to actually teach themselves. And one thing is that they actually spend more time doing that than actually learning. So we saw that, hey, there's a lot of use cases where AI can definitely help Web3, but also at the same time, a lot of ways that Web3 can help AI. And that's kind of what led to the idea for Socrates Network and 0x Knowledge. So in the one line, we would be the knowledge layer for consumer AI. Diving a bit deeper into the problem statement is that fragmented knowledge handicaps AI adoption. And the main primary reasons would be because AI hallucinates, and that makes the output pretty much unusable for specific use cases. For example, if you're trying to write a smart contract, you might not want to rely on AI because if it hallucinates, you could blow your entire foot off. At the same time, AI interoperability, we're looking at if you create an AI agent or you have a chat that's very useful, can you share that with not just your team, but even the developer community? At the same time, we're looking at technical debt, and this costs the industry a tremendous amount of money every year. This was a Stripe study done back in 2018, and we expect this number to be much bigger, but it costs the industry over $85 billion a year. Lastly, lost knowledge, and we see this very much in our industry, especially when people are transitioning roles or moving off to start their own companies. That is where a lot of knowledge actually is not retained at the parent company. And for us, we are in the position to capitalize on two very large and largely rapidly growing sectors. The first one being Web3 and the next one being AI. And just taking a look at the cross-section of Web3 and AI, that's currently sitting around 21.4 billion across every AI crypto token at the moment, which is almost just about 1% of the entire crypto market cap, which is 2.1 trillion sitting around there at the moment, which is also a very small kind of picture of the entire technology market or even the AI market in specific. So what we're building the Socrates network, and that's going to be the most performant and highest quality knowledge aggregator for teams to build useful AI agents and apps. This will have features for federated AI and ML, where you could have multiple nodes that contribute together at scale. Additionally, we will have data provenance, where we can track where data is being used, where is it going to be, how do you attribute who has created specific pieces of IP, as well as data ownership. So this will be done on-chain so that we can track down who actually created and truly owns their information. And lastly, collaborative AI development. So we have no-code tools like drag-and-drop editors, no-code platforms, and SDKs to help developers really build AI agents rapidly and deploy them at scale. To share a bit more about how the Socrates network will work is that we're building a full-stack solution that allows developers to build decentralized AI and integrate that with multiple kinds of business models, as well as integrating with all sorts of different chains. And how this would work is that we would deploy knowledge assets or allow users to deploy knowledge assets on each of the parent chains, which would be more on the ownership and attribution layer for the IP and knowledge assets. From there, users will be able to draw relationships between them. So beyond just storing that data, we will draw the relationships between them. So quick example, if Optimism was built, it's EVM compatible, but then maybe it works with someone else. And maybe if Avalanche is EVM compatible and Trader Joe is built on Avalanche, then we would have relationships like that. So that when we're trying to do AI queries on top of all of that information, we can search through the right documentation and the right knowledge bases to answer those questions. Lastly, the last piece of the puzzle is decentralized storage. And that's where we will be storing the actual knowledge bases and coordinating between that and the AI inference that happens. So a high-level overview of the entire supply chain for AI. We have mostly on the compute and storage side before people use that as part of data and agent marketplaces. And then from there on a higher level, extracted away from the user would be agent and application development. And we hope to be the one of the best in class for decentralized AI supply chain and building of agents and taking them to market. And then we will rely on other kind of players in the market to pull data towards that end. And we're already making it happen. So we started about 3 months ago. We've made significant strides over the past couple of months. We are currently part of the One Piece Labs and Zero G incubator, and we will be also part of the Open Campus Accelerator with Animoca. We have also launched our AI product, and that's where we would have an integrated AI and Web3 knowledge-based system. So tackling the documentation part of the equation, which harkens back to our initial story of how do you help developers learn. And the documentation is definitely a core part of how do we help developers learn Web3 much faster. So having access to documentation that's not only having on-chain data and an AI playground, but also being able to prompt and ask, how do I build on this specific chain, and getting back highly relevant and context-rich answers. In terms of our ecosystem partners, we're backed by heavy hitters in the AI and Web3 space who will also support our GTM rollout. We also have started with adoption and revenue. We've generated revenue already. We're looking to kind of integrate with not just Web3, but also enterprise and Web2 customers, including higher education ecosystem partners. As for our roadmap, we're currently raising our pre-seed round, followed quickly by our seed round. We'll be launching our AI docs platform, getting sales on that side, as well as developing the Socrates testnet and devnet in the meantime, before we kind of move towards the Asian marketplace and exploring a bit more on the Socrates network before we head on to TGE further into the year. As for the team, I'm leading the team. I have a lot of experience in the enterprise knowledge base platform side of the equation. I also worked at several high growth Web3 companies that have gone on and raised over $30 million in seed funding collectively. And I'm also one of the co-founders for College DAO, which also one of the higher education parts will be very good from the GTM side of things. And my partner, Noah, he is our CTO, and he has worked at Alchemy as well and has very deep knowledge on the side of AI as well as blockchain and IP legal tech, which is almost perfect fit for the role that we're looking at. We also have a strong team of advisors from ecosystem levels at DoraHacks, as well as my previous boss over at Treehouse. Ben, he's a very close friend, and he is one of the best people in the fundraising space. So we're looking to raise 500K in this pre-seed and followed quickly by a seed round further into the next couple of weeks. And then we'll be spending that primarily into product development as we start to ramp up more on the GTM side. And that's mostly it on Socrates Network. We'd love to kind of answer any questions, and I'm currently at Korea Blockchain Week. So if any of you out there would be happy to kind of hop on and have a chat here as well.
Thank you so much for your presentation, Joshua. If anyone in the judging board would like to come in and ask any questions, please go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Sagar, do you have any questions for Joshua?
No. I don't think I have as of now. Sorry.
Maybe someone on the Llama Launchpad team, either Joaquin or Vog, if you have any questions.
Not particularly, Joshua. That was super enlightening and really interesting. We'll be in touch.
For sure, definitely. Yeah, I think we can coordinate a meeting after this call.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Joshua. Without further ado, I'd like to invite the next participant to the stage, Sagar, with Private AI Personal Bio Agents.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Yeah, I think Alex is with me in our team. So I'm sharing the screen and.
Hi there, everyone. Yeah, so let me give you a brief introduction to Private AI on what we do. So we are focusing heavily on decentralized science and knowledge graphs. So essentially, we are collecting large amounts of medical data, medical research, and scientific research, and we are using LLMs to create those knowledge graphs to represent this data in a visual way, and also we convert this plain text documents into sort of a machine learning ready format, and this way we are we are creating a big knowledge graph of essentially everything that humanity knows. So basically, the idea is to collect a lot of data and combine it all in a smart way into a big knowledge graph, right? So what we are presenting today is a sort of a derivative of this, which is our personal bio agent. And yeah, I think from this point, I will let Sagar continue.
Hi. Thanks, Alex, for a brief intro. So as Alex said, as a private AI, we have a vision on the decentralized science plus the AI, and the data is a key part of the AI agents. to train any LLMs or any sort of the AI operation we want. So here in the private AI subsidiary product called personal bio agent, what we are trying to do, like your intelligence healthcare assistant. Intelligent healthcare assistance is basically, in the past day, like for normal checkup, if we have some reports right in the back with some laboratory, and so we want to test what are the symptoms are based on that. So previously we want to consult the doctor and other things, but now we have huge amount of medical data. Using that, we can predict the several basic tests on that. So we have built this. So this is our like a mission statement of the private AI, which I think Alex has said, like data sharing and AI revolutionizing part. Next, this is like a general technical architecture of the what Alex has said us regarding the AI and machine learning. What our each
Here,
our
can I
partners
add
do.
something? So I forgot to mention that we are, while doing all of this, we also allow users to monetize the data that they upload, including, researchers, scientists, and students of different universities across the world. So anything they supply to us as a data suppliers and data owners, they get rewarded.
Yeah, exactly. So these are the market overview of like a data storage and in general what is the value of the data. So you can see the numbers. It is there. And let's go into what the project we have built for this hackathon. So the private biotech agent, it is available for 24 hours. You can come with your report and you can ask the agent and check your report. So basically every time that there is your doctor is not available, they out of after work, but AI is here to help you. So what are the feature we are providing? These are the feature like AI optimized medical assistant, AI optimized the medical classifier. Let's say you have lung photos, X-ray, so you can upload on the platform and you can get the idea of the pneumonia and other kind of disease. So that is there. So here is the basic demo overview. Is there like what is the screen? So let me directly jump on the platform and like go there and see. So these are the features we are proposing here. And let's say we want to analyze the diabetes. So here is the general chart and the outcomes which we have the data set using we doing. And these are the visual representation of the technical terms and in the diabetes part, like what should be the proper BMI level, what should be glucose level, all of this. Let's like fed the data and let's try to predict result. Let great chance to stop less. So this is similarly you can analyze multiple things like a breast cancer, heart diseases, all this. If you have this, so it give you the report in just if you have all this parameter from your lab assistant, so you can do this thing. So here we have the classifier which I'm telling you the pneumonia part, and here is the like the AI chatbot like we are using OpenBio chatbot by Hugging Face, the open source one. So you can chat and you can do the multiple assistance in general, like what is medical terms and other things. So yeah, and I think this is the sentiment analyzer. It is here. I think sentiment analyzer. So if you're feeling like a medical terms or like a mental kind of thing, like whatever you're feeling, you can put it out and you can think like what you are thinking is what sentiment you driving into it. So that is the part. Yeah. So access this application currently, you want to have the need some like PGPT token to access the platform. So these are the AI response which currently I have shared. And yeah, and apart from that, these are our like a business model. Like we try go with the subscription base plus also the commission revenue model. Basically, the Alex said like whatever the university student and other things are sharing the data onto us, we share the revenue with them. Also, we having a token treasury. Also, that should be collected and we score on that, and we do the query like whatever the AI assistant I've shown you. So in that we have the token parameter where you can access the certain limit free query, and then we can have the other things. So what next after we build in this hackathon, so we can take this product forward and have like more formalized data and partnership with some healthcare hospitals and the research group to like have a actual usage of this product. Yeah.
Also about what next, we are looking into an option to apply our knowledge and our technology into crypto markets to provide better insights on crypto sentiment and markets in general. So we are currently developing our proprietary crypto search engine.
Yeah. So if you want to connect with us, please, I highly recommend it to follow on the private AI. We are cool stuff is going on, so you can scan the scanner. And if you want to connect me, you can also contact me if we can have in collaboration, any kind of thing. So you can talk with us. Yeah, that's it from our side.
Thank you, Sagar. Thank you, Alex. Amazing presentation. I would like to invite anyone in the judging board to ask any questions.
Yes, hi. Thank you, Sagar and Alex, for the presentation. Let me ask you this: why did you decide to focus on university students as your customer base?
It's not so specifically university students, and they're not exactly our customers. Our customers are other AI companies that want to use the data sets that we produce. So we are essentially converting the knowledge and the data that the university students have. Not only university students, it can be researchers, yes, it can be any scientist, it can be anyone who's working with data. And the customer base is actually the AI companies that want to get good quality data sets.
I see. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. That was super enlightening. We'll be in touch.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Without further ado, I would like to start a new track. Alvaro focuses on transforming crypto asset management by enhancing fund management, asset monitoring, and multi-blockchain transactions. Alvaro provides powerful tools to make fund operations smoother, more secure, and efficient, meeting the evolving needs of digital finance. We do have the first pick was Starlight with Maxim. Unfortunately, Maxim is not available to join the call at the moment, so we will move to Sonar Platform with Michael Woods, if he's here on the call, which is now not available. I'll call Voy Frank Protocol with Lee. Are you on the call at the moment? Yes, you are. If you'd like to come in and present. Or maybe I think Maxim can join. Let's just give it a couple minutes here. Hey, Maxim, thanks for joining in.
Hey guys, nice to meet you as well.
We're right waiting for you. If you like to come in and present Starlight, that'll be great.
Sure. I mean, it was just short notice about like presentation, but I'm ready and can showcase my screen as well. Yeah.
Tony Alex is pinned. Oh, maybe it's just been for me.
Let me know when I can start.
You can start. You can see your screen.
Great. I'm Max, CEO and founder of Starlight, next generation launchpad, making crypto investments accessible, convenient, and profitable of 1 billion Telegram users. In the past 10 months, we have more than 100 projects raised $3 million for the kill rounds. And below the screen, you can see the projects that we worked with. And we decided to go next level and build whole ecosystem to support projects on all stages, like investment, marketing, community building,
and basically prepare top projects for the launch. We see the problem on the market that currently, if general user would like to increase their capital, they can either buy tokens from exchanges when there's already overpriced and it's still unpredictable whether they can make profit or not. Trading is super risky and most of the investors lose money there. And if you want to join deals on pre-sales, you go to the launch pads, but they put super high entry barriers. And basically, whole participation process is not user-friendly. It's not friendly for Web2 users who don't know how to work with wallets, with chains, and how to basically trade tokens. So we would like to make crypto investments accessible by providing access to the deals up to $100 without necessity to buy tokens or NFTs or any of that. They just can join, enter the deal page and join the deal, paying markup on the price. And we make it convenient by allowing payments through the card, through any EVM wallet, through Ton wallet. And we also make it profitable by providing full supervision for the projects. So we ensure that they have all necessary resources for good market launch and long-term growth of the projects. And we allow users to sell their tokens under the vesting before listing and before full vesting completion. Basically, it's a killer feature for anyone who is investing on the market right now, because there's a huge liquidity problem when you can invest in a project and need to wait for 1 year or even more for the whole vesting duration to get your money back. So one application when users can join deals, trade tokens, and track their portfolio. And it's Telegram native, and we also have website support as well as KL platform already already developed. We have multiple sources of income, but to keep it simple, we charge projects for ambassador and influencer onboarding, 10% from the projects and 10% from the influencers. And we do a similar thing for the community rounds, basically public sales or VC sales. We charge projects 10% and users from 0 to 100%. 100% is in form of Dutch auction. To fix oversubscription model, we utilize Dutch auction when price starts from 2x, and it downgrades by every minute by 1% to ensure that everyone can join the deal, just paying higher fee. And also we have markup on OTC sales, and later we'll add VC and NFT sales as well. We already launched our Telegram mini app. We have 75K monthly active users at the moment. Probably we'll hit 100K in about a week. We did cross promotion with about 30 projects with overall 3 million outreach. And we have support from many projects in the crypto space to do this, and we do it ongoingly. We have a KL platform with 500 influencers from our previous agency work, and we're onboarding even more daily. And we have 8 projects for 1.5 million worth of tokens distribution for the next month. So it's already arranged, and we're onboarding even more projects. So we generate revenue from this source. We onboard community, and we preparing for the major launch of the public sales in October, when the market conditions will be great. This is our roadmap. We already launched Telegram mini app. We developed whole functionality of the launchpad, so claiming portal, joining deals. We have a KL platform where there's a gallery of projects that influencers can join. And we're just fixing some small issues before public launch. And later we'll add more functionality to our system. This is our team. Andrew, Alex, and I were co-partners for the marketing agency, Shilling Hub, one of the fastest growing marketing agencies in the CS region. Alex, our CTO, was helping to develop Ape Terminal and DAO Maker, one of them, 2 major launchpads in crypto space. Mika is also co-founder and strategic advisor of our project, CEO of Arena Games, and also a renowned person in the crypto space. And we have full capabilities to do this thing, in terms of development, design, operational support, and connections in crypto space. This investment offer, for example, at the moment we close in pre-seed round at $4 million valuation. We go public at $10 million valuation in beginning of December. If the market conditions will be great, we partially closed this round, but there's still some allocation left. If you're interested, you can join or join later on seed round. Most of the funds will be going to listings, 70% we aim at OKX and Bybit, depending on our
our community metrics and the traction. But we have connections with Bybit and OKX as well, and apply to multiple acceleration programs to basically connect with other, basically prepare ourselves to be listed there. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Maxime. It was great to know more about Starlight. I'd like to invite anyone in judging board from Alvaro to ask any questions that you have for Maxime. All right, I think we have no questions. Maxime will be in touch with you with the next steps. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'll close my screen.
All right, I would like to invite now Frac Protocol with Lee, if you'd like to come in and present.
Hey there, everyone. Let's just jump in here and share my screen. I'll introduce myself first anyway. I'm Lee from Voy Finance. We're a real-world asset tokenization platform. We tokenize real-world assets, but with a main focus on trade finance. We jumped into this hackathon. We thought we'd build something specially for this hackathon. That being the Frac Protocol, which I'll explain to you now and go over in this presentation. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Cool. So, as I said, we focus on real-world assets and tokenizing real-world assets. I just really it stemmed from we're talking way back in the 80s, where you saw the likes of Tron going into the digital realms, which have now come out and being in the real world, I guess, right now. So that whole connection between the digital realm and real world is what's happening now. You've got metaverse, and then you've got focusing on real world assets. Voy focuses on trade finance, particularly tokenizing real world assets, commodities, receivables. So that's pretty where we focus. As part of this, what we built, we decided to build the Frac Protocol specifically for this challenge, highlighting a number of problems. Those problems being the challenge of wealth inequality, illiquid markets, lack of liquidity, and yeah. So in part of that, there's also high barriers to entry, limited access to global markets. So within those, we're talking about the lack of democratized wealth, the ability for everyone to earn a democratized wealth management. Liquid markets where you're seeing luxury goods, high-end goods, higher cost assets, particularly in trade finance, for example, you'll see large commodities trades and receivables being unfunded. Those high barriers to entry are from larger markets when you're looking at from $2-5 million tickets. And also the ability to have cross-border opportunities, changed by the government barriers, and other legal restrictions. So let's move on to the solution. The solution we decided would be to solve these problems, would be to fractionalize these assets. So tokenized assets, we fractionalize them, fractionalize ownership. It opens up a whole new realm of possibilities. This being fractional ownership, much like crowdfunding, the ability to access assets by owning fractional portions. Micro liquidity, micro lenders. So you're seeing smaller communities, smaller token asset holders, the ability to utilize even small amounts of funds, which, and when you would, for example, you take $10 and then you add $1 million worth of different assets that they're going to lend to, you're looking at 10 million. So those liquidity acts as new liquidity. You see multi-chain interoperability. So the ability to connect into multi-chains by the fractional ownership, it's very important for us to be able to look at, when you look at larger markets and multi-chain L2s, the ability to tap into those other chains. And again, we're saying that when you're looking at the amount of transactions that happen, that will be happening on Frac Protocol, the reduction in fees and utilization of other chains for speed. So in short, having this fractional ownership, it opens up a wide realm of opportunities. So we'll look at the benefits to users. What does it do? What does it empower? What does it enable? So it enables users having fractional ownership of these tokenizations, tokenized assets, whether it be NFT, different types of NFTs, the access to these global assets that they never had before. So the diverse tokenization of assets around the world are now accessible in fractions, much like ownership of shares, but these are on-chain, access to shares, access to assets on-chain, and the ability to access through Web3. Wealth democratization, the ability to tap into this new realms of earning with low cost barriers of entry. You don't have to have $1 million to own a property, or you don't have to have $1 million to enter into a transaction or a trade finance transaction, which banks monopolize the whole time, forever. So the ability to democratize that wealth and have democratized earning securitized against the asset, I mean, that's a game changer without the risk of exposure of loss. And that improved liquidity and fractional ownership means that the benefits are that those assets move faster. You'll have there's some goods, for example, within trade finance. You've got $2 million worth of assets stuck in port waiting for funding. We can streamline those processes. This increases GDP, reduces costs, cost of port, cost of freights, cost of goods, and reducing costs to farmers and SMEs. So within the ecosystem that we're applying this to, in this particular use case, the amount of transaction fees are immense. So we're looking at 250 transactions per trade, and a container vessel on a trade can be up to 22,000 containers per vessel. So you can see the scale of transactions that will happen on chain. So the enhanced ecosystem that we're able to connect to by deploying Frac into, say, the CoinWeb ecosystem means that it's access to other protocols, collections, asset collections, NFTs, and their information and data on their protocols. And this also supports our global adoption. So how does this look for the emerging markets and the market opportunity within financial markets? The ability to create multiple SPVs. So the focus is not, for us particularly as VOI, as in trade finance, but we're not limited to. So the market opportunity to invest in new products, gold, it could be gold, coffee, NFT, art, and others. The realms of possibilities of market opportunities are endless. This enables increased market trading volumes for on-chain and a market outreach. What does this do for the economy? What problems is it solving, right? As well, it's bridging the trade finance gap, the ability to lend and decrease what's known as this trade finance gap, which is the deficit between available funds for trade and the traders that's looking for financing. So one of the real problems that we're trying to face here is not only liquidity to SMEs through asset tokenization and fractionalization, but also reduce that and streamline trade processes for increased revenue and reduce that gap. Again, for the economy, this is wealth distribution and wealth management. So we have, probably should keep script, but for what we have, one of the protocols that we've connected with is a coffee farm in Kenya, and we're tokenizing this coffee plantation. So the ability for this wealth distribution means that you fractionally tokenize those coffee plantations, giving a 20% yield, means that local people, local to within that region, for example, or globally, can put their $20 down, tokenize on those tokenized assets, receive a 20% yield on that on those $20, and they're earning. Not only are they giving back to their local economies, that they're earning as well. So you're seeing that wealth management, wealth distribution happen, which is amazing. Now you put that on scale to global trade and global liquidity and global markets, we're talking massive change. And therefore, the faster economic activity in that is reducing those barriers and increasing GDP. Technically, what's happening? What are we doing? Okay, so the tokenization process revolves around tokenizing, wrapping the tokenized assets, whether they be three-set security asset, 3643, 1155, 721, 7621. So we built in that we can wrap. We built in this FactFund protocol that we can wrap those tokenized assets, fractionalize them. So those real assets now fractionalized and put them on the marketplace, and then you can sell off a share or buy shares of those fractions. So that technology is going to be a complete game changer in the way that the world trades, functions, whether it's commodities, derivatives, shares, you name it, it's happening. So in the engagement with those in smart contracts, multi-chain support, and real-time pricing, those are all the elements that are happening technically within other L2s, for example, like CoinWeb. So the ability to have on-chain transactions, roll-ups, fractionalization, real-time prices with external oracles like Chainlink enable us to keep on top of real pricing of those real-world assets. Also the ability to wrap up with also basket portfolios like with Alvaro's case as well, the ability to wrap those up, fractionalize those, tokenize those. It's a huge opportunity for liquidity of the nodes. What else have we got? So in terms of our UX, one of the things that we have valued was the old school UX for Web3 really needed revamping. So we really focused on a couple of things here. One, onboarding process, streamline the onboarding process of protocols and users, and also the UX, the UI. So next generation, let's make it easy, let's make it cool, let's make it easy to use. So our devs really worked hard, our front end and UI guys really worked hard on trying to develop something that was easier next generation for Web3. Especially with Web4 coming around the corner, so we really need this whole integrations to really work. So here I'll share with you some screenshots of our new UI, which we've since the deployment that you will have seen. This is what we've decided to redesign for a new UI. Again, it shows the assets that we tokenize and fractionalize. So I hope you like the new UI that we've got. Future possibilities. Where are we going? Where can the FRAC protocol go? Expansion of asset classes. We focus on huge market trade finance, make huge change. Where else can it go? Commodities, shares, bonds, green bonds. We've actually also built an ESG solution, an AI ESG solution, separate to all of this, but we've got an amazing AI ESG solution which scores companies, SMEs that are not able to score themselves or don't have the finances to do so. So we've built an ESG solution which encompasses that. That tied in with real world assets, and then you're able to scale and manage ESG solution or ESG scoring and reporting. We've also built in a greenwashing solution which also detects whether the data that they have on ESG scoring is true or not, which we're seeing will happen with a lot of tier ones where they're not. That's a whole nother discussion. Integration with DeFi, obviously access to new liquidity. We're seeing the excess of 80 billion in liquidity within DeFi. The ability to tap that into real world earning and yield opportunities is immense. Financial inclusion, again, those that don't get financing, this is focused way to enable to lower those barriers to enable financial inclusion. Scale and adoption, again, we can scale out to multiple asset classes, and the ease of adoption that we've built into our protocols to enable easier onboarding is something we really needs to happen within this industry, and that's what we've done. We focus on regulatory integration. We've built an MLET. It's built the tokenization and wrapping process is built to or MLETR modern law, electronic transferable records standards, which means that those are accredited and within Singapore government to enable and allow the tokenization and fractionalization of the ownership of documents. So here are some of our partners that we're partnered up with. There's a lot happening in terms of TGE, that's one thing, but really main focus is on trade finance, is on partners, on ecosystem growth, tech partners, as well as the growth on exchanges, some launch pads, and focus on financial and non-financial institutions and VCs to be able to grow out the ability for us to grow and evolve the real-world asset ecosystem, and our aim to tokenize and fractionalize the planet. So, yeah, there we go.
Thank you for your presentation, Lee. It was really amazing. I would like to invite any judges in the board if you'd like to come in with any questions for Lee.
Hi guys, sorry I was a little bit late joining. I was expecting to join at 2:40 for the start of the Alvaro judging. I'm Callum, one of Alvaro's co-founders. Thanks for the presentation, Lee. I caught it from about 2:40 onwards. I don't have any immediate questions other than how deep did you dive into the 7621, and did you have you sort of where have you got in terms of fractionalizing the 7621 so far over the last few weeks of the hackathon?
Okay, so to be fair, like we actually started develop this. I've got to say thank you. I'm really proud of my developers on this, right? Because we started this on the 1st of August. So I think we've built quite a lot. So if everyone jumps into the demo, you'll see that they've done a lot. Right? It's pretty cool. So when we looked into going into the wrapping, what we did was in terms of jumping into the Alvaro protocol and jumping into the 7621. It was quite easy for us to look at the set because what we were able to do is to literally wrap those tokens. So in terms of deep dive, what we had to do was take a similar approach to some of the other NFTs, and look at those, because it was, for us, it worked quite well to be able to wrap those basket portfolios and then fractionalize them. So the process that we ended up looking at was the next steps we would do would be to onboard the smart contract to the Alvaro protocol, which will enable us to then just simply wrap. Well, it's actually built in already. So we actually built. The devs looked at. We've been discussing in a group with the bankers to look at what the documentation we needed to wrap those 7621, fractionalize those, and put them straight onto our protocol. So at a point when you guys have got some this whole load of the baskets there, we'll be able to wrap them quite easily because we've already built that into the protocol.
Okay, cool. That answers the question. And which chains are you planning on supporting initially?
Okay, so initially, Ethereum, Polygon, CoinWeb. We've also engaged now with a new L2, L1 Red Belly network, so we've engaged with those guys as well as World Assets. And for now, that's really our focus. Whether we spread ourselves too thin and currently.
Yeah. Perfect. Thanks. Those are my only questions for now.
Cool.
Thank you. Does anyone else have any questions? Please unmute yourself. All right. I think we're good for now. Thank you so much, Lee. It was a pleasure.
Cool, Tony. Thanks.
Without further ado, I would like to invite to the stage Mike from Sonar Platform.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Pleasure to be here. Thank you, Tony. Shall I get directly into it? Let me get here. Tell me if you can see it.
It's still processing. Let's see.
Should be good. Are you able to see?
No, not yet.
Oh my goodness, I forgot to hit share tab. That would be very helpful. All right. One moment. Technical difficulty. All right. Share entire screen. Boom. There we go. Are you able to see now?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get started. So, pleasure to be with all of you. My name is Michael Wood. I'm a co-founder and the CFO of Sonar. Now, what are we doing? We are building a world without financial barriers. Let's get that barrier out of the way. So, the problem, what are we dealing with? DeFi, even CeFi, as we stand right now, blockchain in and of itself is a mess. If we're going to see mass adoption, it's just not it right now. We have incredibly diverse tools that are incredibly powerful, but they're complex, they're separated, they're siloed. It leads to a very terrible user experience. We see incredibly high bounce rates. We see, 75% of people leave the space once they enter. And even then, because everything's fractionalized and built out in separate spaces, the information out there is just unclear, especially for new entrants wanting to come into this space. So it's a very clear aha moment for us, starting 3 years ago. We knew we needed to bring all of these tools together, and that's what Sonar does. So we bring DeFi, we bring CeFi, we put that in one space where a user can interact with both, and we have a very powerful AI co-pilot that comes along the side to not only help you navigate, but also to execute trades and interact with Web3 in and of itself. So to give you a very high-level overview, we have the Sonar Studio in its current version right now, which is really built there to make the DeFi experience easy. So all the tools that you need to interact with, whether it's bridge, you need to monitor your portfolio, you need to look at your wallet, multi-chain, non-custodial wallet, you need to swap, you need to look at some various portfolio analytics or token analytics. It's in that one space. The next iteration is the terminal. This is where we actually bring the CeFi component into the Sonar experience, so that yes, most users have assets on CeFi. You can now interact with your entire portfolio in one space. The next logical extension, of course, is it moves to the portal, which is where we actually bring in various exotic Web3 dApps, and we can integrate as well as interact with those Web3 products inside the terminal itself. Again, that concept of needing 50 tabs, that's eliminated. You have one space where you can interact what you need and be able to execute your financial plan. So there's a whole bunch of features here. I know we don't have so much time, so I will not list these out for you, but here it is. You can snapshot it, or I can share it later. I'm sure you've been able to see the deck, but there are various features that all interact with each other to, again, make that experience seamless and easy for whether you're a crypto novice or you're an absolute pro. All those tools are in one space. So when we're talking about Alvaro is, again, it's a new asset class. And of course, it's going to need, the 7621 is going to need charting services. And this is where, again, we can chart the token and the token class itself, but also add in the ability to break down and show what the underlying assets within that let's say token tranche inside the 7621. We can provide that on the charting service. I put this image there specifically because I wanted you to notice that we do have our platform in various languages. So as of right now, the studio is native to 9 different languages. And this is a huge blind spot that crypto is missing altogether. More than 80% of humans do not speak English as a first language. So as of right now, we have a massive barrier of entry just based on language itself. So again, everything we do is built out as of now in 9 languages, and as we continue to develop, further languages come on board so that, again, this barrier is eliminated. Now, of course, we have the bridge. So if we're talking about 7621, I know there's also CoinWeb, and we're looking at doing multi-chain swaps because, again, there's a tranche of assets that you can work with the 7621, and then there's individual assets spread across different layers. That's where we're interested in working with the RDocs in CoinWeb, as well as Alvaro with the tranches. We can host bridges, we can aggregate bridges. All the bridges that we need can be put inside the system so users can use it. We do have an academy built in that's on the side of the AI bot itself. The Academy allows us to very specifically go into detail and teach our users about what this is. Again, 7621 is exotic to most users, and especially a new user coming in, they're going to have to understand. This is where we can, again, collaborate to make sure that the correct information gets out to the people so they know what they have and how they can use it. This is just a screenshot of our non-custodial multi-chain wallet. Again, you can have multiple seed phrases, single seed phrases. It's across all of the different chains that we support. We want to see the Alvara and the CoinWeb in here so that, again, we can have that seamless experience and be able to access these tools. We have the AI Copilot here, and I wanted to specifically highlight the proactive nature of it because this is where it gets interesting. The proactive means we can actually look at a user's portfolio, user's interaction, and start to formulate different strategies that can be proposed. And when we're talking about a new asset class like the 7621, or if we're talking about multi-chain moves, which is something that we're looking at with CoinWeb, this is where the AI in and of itself can look at opportunities and start to piece together puzzles based off of your financial strategy and start to recommend, would this be something that you would like to look at and, again, further explore it and possibly execute it for you. We have portfolio analytics, again, cross-chain, multi-chain. This has the entire overview of both your CFI and your DeFi portfolios. This is something that, again, I think ties in really heavily with the 7621 because this is where your assets you can look at, you can see, you can select which ones you would like to put into a basket, which ones you would like to put into the 7621. How does that break down? What does that look like? What's the relative value of both the 7621, your individual assets? This gives us the ability to give that full level analytics of what a user can do when they're using a 7621, or again, if they have multi-layer or multi-chain assets. So to give you a little bit of background about us now, we have it's a little bit out of date, but we have 3,600 active users daily. We have about 119,000 monthly users. We have about 150,000 community members, multiple partners. We are always adding more partners. Hopefully you guys, we'd love to see you on this list. Right now we are targeting in the next 12 months post-launch. So we're closing our seed round now. After we close that, in the next 2 months, we should be launching our token. 12 months after that, we look to see that we should have about 500,000 users. Again, in the following year after that, we have quite the user growth. But again, these are all captive users that we want to be able to introduce to the power of the 7621. The team, again, we don't have much time, so there's exhaustive information about there. You can always get in touch with us. Happy to go into it more, but a little bit of information about us. We started as a small group. We were basically walking people through how to read contracts, what tokens were they looking at, doing your due diligence. Grew from 200 to about 20,000 people. We were using so many different tools to help these people, and that was that aha moment that said, look, we're using 50 tools to do this work. How do we expect somebody to think this is an alternative to traditional finance if they need all this? We've got to bring all these tools into one space, and boop, Sonar was born. So for the long-term collaboration here, absolutely we want Alvara on a mainnet integration with everything that we're doing in the studio so it can access our swaps, bridges, charting, portfolio analytics. Of course, it needs to be in the wallet. We want to be able to provide APIs and SDKs for the Alvara mainnet. Also, we were talking about CoinWeb, same thing for CoinWeb. And we want to support the 7621 with a relationship with, let's say, Aave or Compound. I would really like to see, and this is a longer-term vision, I want to see the 7621 enter into the borrowing and lending. I want to be able to see that portfolios can be tokenized and you can be able to lend or borrow against it. I think there's a very interesting type of LTV that we can access there, various different risk analytics that we can bring in and try to build out or further bring exotic options into borrowing and lending. That's a lot of information to digest. I do want to say thank you, and I will hand the floor over to you if there are any questions. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Mike. That was an amazing presentation. If any judges would like to ask any questions, please go ahead and unmute yourself.
None from me. That was very clear and concise. Mike, thank you very much.
Thank you, Colin.
Does anyone else have any questions? Please unmute yourself. Okay, great. I think that's it, Mike. Thank you so much for your presentation.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
Great.
Thanks.
And without further ado, we're going to introduce a new and the last track for the competition, Moxie. Moxie is a revolutionizing gaming world with cutting-edge blockchain technology that enhances esports integration across multiple platforms. With Moxie, developers and gamers can connect, compete, and earn through real-time competitive gameplay, in-game rewards, and secure transactions. I would like to invite to present Token Tales.
Hello. Everyone can hear me?
Yes.
Okay, let me share my screen just quickly and start the presentation. Okay, everyone can see?
Yes, perfect.
Yeah, so I'm a founder of Token Tales, a play-to-save gaming franchise that is all around cats. And we are working on our new game while building our economy to reach our goals to save cats in real shelters. And like most of Web3 games are just like copycats of Web2 games, and basically we are trying to like aim and fix that problem with our instant onboarding and entertaining fulfilled game, which has like different parts and a lot of activities to play with. And besides that, we are grinding with a purpose, as 50% of NFT cat sales goes straight to the cat shelters, as each cat is interconnected with a real cat in the shelter. Yeah, and Web3 gaming is more hardware than entertaining, and we're pushing with like a simple game perspective, so that you'll be able to just come and play without any hesitation or like complexities. You won't need to create like a centralized wallet, like fund your wallet, and to create a decentralized wallet to transfer funds from centralized one to decentralized, and to like face a paywall, which will cost like at least like 30 minutes to figure out how and what to do. And we're creating account wallets for users so that it's a straightforward experience. And we saw the opportunity in Web3 gaming, as a lot of games are like booming right now, and we are pushing for Telegram right now, but our idea to like scale across different platforms such as Steam, App Store, Play Store, and others that are not yet that much used, but we see that possibility and the growth. And we are creating a perfect game which has like missions that never runs out, real NFT assets that are connected with real cats in the shelter, while creating an engaging environment that is based on each gamer motivation type, as we are bringing 5 games to the table. And regarding the economics of cat NFTs, we will allow you to play games, different games, craft NFTs, and also compete against our players by staking your tokens and challenging them to play the competitive game that is skill-based. Also, you can like buy wearables and consumables to boost your stats and to like showcase your link with a real cat in the shelter. And each cat has lives to play with, as we are used based on the games, and also the joy that needs to be maintained, that displays how the owner treats his cat, and also energy, as energy is used for gaming as well. And our game, it has 5 parts basically from gaming perspective, but it's bundled in a single app. So you need to adopt your cat in a virtual cat shelter, take care on the virtual home. Also, you can earn coins by playing Telegram minigame. Also, save virtual cats in the virtual world, pull quest, platforming game, and Clash of Clans, that staking game that I just mentioned, that is PvP based and skill based. And you're going to have a lot of activities in game, such as like feeding your cat, taking care of your cat, playing with your cat, challenging other players, buying NFTs, and winning consumables such as hats, and also drinking potions that gives you certain like temporary stats boost. Regarding economics, we have different income flows. So one is business-to-business questing. Another is Tails utilization, for example, stake-to-craft mechanism, and PvP staking mechanism, as we're taking commissions out of it. And also, we're creating merge so that we'll be able to put on a bracelet, and by doing so, to connect the NeuraNFT cat to display its status, and also NFT sales. Tokenomics is really simple. We created it so that it'll be sustainable and become profitable with it. And regarding the roadmap, we are already have MVP with 30,000 active players. And right now, we're pushing to create a crossplay between different platforms. And the team has prior experience in Web3 gaming for at least for 4 years. We have worked on Illuvium, Wizardia, Erfa, Spellfire, MetaApes, and Binance. Yeah, regarding traction, we already have a lot of partners that we contribute to boost our socials and get awareness in Web3 world. And we are looking forward to create something impactful in Web3 gaming, as it matters basically. As we started with Lithuania in terms of revenue sharing model with Real Cats shelters, but we want to scale worldwide and introduce dogs as well. Thank you.
Amazing, thank you. Quite an interesting project in the gaming world. I'd like to invite any judges to unmute yourselves and ask any questions if you have. Okay, I think we have no questions. We'll be in touch, Token Tales. Thank you so much for presenting and joining the call. Without further ado, I would like to invite to present Hypo with Milad.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
So let me first share my screen and let me know that are you seeing my screen or not?
Yes, it's working.
Great. So hi, everyone. I think I'm the last one, but I hope you had a wonderful day and heard about wonderful projects today and got some innovation ideas. So my name is Milad, CEO and co-founder of Hypo, a decentralized liquid staking platform on Ton. So I'm excited to share our journey with you. Me and my co-founder Berhang and I have been partnered for over 9 years, and our previous experience primarily was in fintech. Let me share why we switched on Ton DeFi. First, we truly believe the freedom of that blockchain and DeFi offers to people, and why we choose Ton for its technical strength and potential for mass adoption, supported by Telegram and talented people that's building on Ton ecosystem. We launched on Ton mainnet in October 2023, about a year ago, and I think everybody familiar what is liquid staking, and we are a liquid staking protocol on Ton. That liquid staking is the foundation and backbone of DeFi, and allowing users to participate in different DeFi protocols while they are staking and getting rewards from the blockchain. Let me share with you how does Hypo works. When users stake Ton in Hypo protocol, they receive H-Ton, is our liquid token that they can use this on different DeFi apps, and Hypo lend the staked Ton to the validators. And our innovation here is for we choose validators on chain, and it's a like auction scenario model that validators can request a loan from Hypo protocol, a smart contract, and it's choose the best option in each validation round by the returning rate. So it helps stakers to get the best return rate, and also there is no need to permission for validators to participate in validation round through Hippo protocol. So let me share our stats about the last years. We reached $5 million in TVL, and our H-Stone holders reached to 2,200. In community, we growing really well, and for example, we have 500,000 members in Telegram, or 100,000 user follower in X. We also passed 3 different security audits, and we are open source, and also we have a public dashboard that everyone can follow our stats and our crucial KPIs. So here I provide a comparison with TON and Ethereum from the market cap, and also the comparison with the liquid staking on Ethereum and the potential of growing Hippo. For pre-seed, we bootstrapped, and now for growing, we are looking for $2 million for our growing plans. And here are our allocation for what we want to do with the capital. And because our next big major milestone is launching our governance token, HPO. So for that, we have launched a tap to earn game after successful of hamster games and Notcoin. We are the first DeFi tap to earn game that's going to launch our token via this method in TON ecosystem. So we wanted to launch our governance token via a tap to earn game, and less than a month that we have launched this game, we reached 500,000 users. It's a game named Hippo Gang, and we really have a big plans for it, and hoping to have a good opportunity to launching our token through this. And it's our roadmap that now we are as I mentioned before, that we are our next big major milestone is launching our token. I'm yours if you have questions, and thank you for listening me.
Thank you so much, Milad. It was a pleasure having you. If any judge has any questions, please go ahead and mute yourself. Okay, I think that was it. Thank you, Milad. All right. Thank you. Without further ado, I'd like to announce the last participant of today's competition. It's been quite the last couple hours, and I'd like to invite to the floor APT Casino with Aman. If you would like to come in and share your screen.
Hello, Tony. Am I audible?
Hey.
Awesome. So hello everyone, my name is Aman Sayed and I am the founder of APT Casino. So APT Casino is a one-stop gambling and casino kind of platform that is fair and transparent and fully on-chain. So before diving deep into what is APT Casino, I would like to make judges understand why we created this APT Casino product. So the story comes like this, that I was exploring some transaction on Etherscan, and while exploring it, I saw an advertisement of stake.com offering 200% bonus on first deposit. Eventually, I got attracted to it and I deposited $120 in it, and I received $240 as a bonus, which makes my total account as $360. Using this $360, I started playing a game. I started with an initial game of Roulette on stake.com, and I placed a bet of $1, and eventually it went successful. Yeah, okay. But now when I tried to increase the betting amount beyond $1, I wasn't able to do so, and this is because of the wager limit. And I was surprised that why isn't it increasing? So I just contacted the customer support regarding this, and they told me that there is a wager limit. But this wager limit wasn't shown me while I was depositing my money, while I was transferring, while I'm filling the KYC and doing everything. So this hidden terms and conditions were very unsatisfactory to me, and that's exactly I demanded for a refund to stake.com. They said that they can't give you a refund because they don't have any such policies, but they show me a mathematical calculation where I have to play $12,300 worth of total gameplay, and then I can get my deposited money back. And that entire night, for the next 7 hours, I played the game. I lost all the money. I lost my time. I lost my energy. And that day I decided to build APT Casino. So what is the problems? The problems are unfair practices. 90% of the platforms that are present in the traditional market as well as present market, or online, offline, offers rigged games, opaque algorithms, and unfair odds. The second problem in this entire gambling and gaming industry is restrictive policies, withdrawal limitations, stringent KYC, and region-based restrictions. The third is bonus drawbacks, which means the same kind of thing that I just explained, that misleading bonus schemes trap users with unrealistic wager requirements. And the fourth problem is lack of ownership. So every platform, may it be traditional or the current platform, Web3 platforms, ask you to deposit your money into the platform, and that is why I don't like the traditional platform. Why should player deposit their own money? Why not they can just offer as a collateral, and we can do the in-game transaction with that collateral money. So APT Casino solves all this problem, which offers probably fair gaming using Chainlink, VRF, and Aptos on-chain randomness module. We offer the lowest fees using Aptos blockchain. We are on Move using the Move programming language. We are currently on the Move Aptos blockchain. We also have the EVM compatibility. The third is flexible withdrawal policies, unrestricted access to their funds, transparent bonus schemes, true asset of ownership, and cross-chain compatibility. So here's the key features: on-chain randomness, completely on-chain, no traditional laws, no traditional requirements of depositing money. It's fully on-chain. Anyone can see, anyone can find it. Decentralized asset management. So anytime player can deposit, withdraw, no restrictions, fully on-chain. Cross-chain interactions. You can transfer from EVM to Aptos blockchain or any blockchain to any other blockchain. We will add support to all the blockchains. User-friendly interface, that's the must. So here is a demo of the product. I'll just quickly hover over. So this is the website of the of us, that is APT Casino. So here's the traditional versus APT Casino, which I just explained. So this is the homepage of the website. Now this is the games tab. So before going to the games tab, the user has to connect the Petra wallet. So this is Petra wallet is for the Aptos blockchain. So this shows the games tab. All the featured games are appeared on the tab. Then here are the most played games. Just like stake.com, this is similar interface, but fully on-chain, transparent, and all those limitations are being resolved. So this is the roulette game interface. So user have to place the bet. So this is APTC currency, which is in-game asset. User doesn't have to use own collateral. They can come their currency like link tokens or Polygon tokens, and they can get the collateral APTC token, which is an in-game currency. This is the tutorials in the ORS page where all the rules and restrictions are displayed to the user. to understand how the wager limits are acting and what is the happening behind the scenes. So once the user places the bet, it will be automatically calculated using the traditional European cassette rules. So the transaction has to be approved by the user, and it says bet placed and spinning the wheel. So you want 40 APTC token, which is equivalent to $1. So that's exactly how the APT Casino game works. So this is the cross-chain interface where the users can bridge from Aptos token to Sequoia testnet. So yeah. So this is the technical architecture on the overview of how APT Casino is built. APT Casino is nothing but a copy of stake.com, but which is fully transparent on-chain, and we can say that it's the first Web3 gambling and casino kind of platform. So it is built using this technical architecture: front-end, Next.js, Tailwind, CSS, JavaScript, smart contracts are written moves for it. Cross-chain interactions happen within Aptos and all EVM blockchains. For the randomness, how we calculate, it's based on Chainlink, VRF, and Aptos. And the wallet SDK, it's Petra, Octo, and MetaMask. And the casino, as a proof of concept, we are still in the MVP stage. So we have built Wallet as a proof of concept. Similar kind of concept can be applied, and new games can be introduced. It can be Mines, Plinko, or any other games that are being featured by gambling platforms. So this is the more in-depth technical architecture of how the user flow happens and how the game calculates the winnings and everything. This is more or like behind the scenes. So this is user benefit. The user has ultimate benefit that this is a 100% fair game platform. It offers cross-chain play. You can seamlessly transfer from any chain to any other chain. Staking and yield farming. So this is more like a future projection for us, where the user can stake their tokens and get the APTC tokens as a collateral, which can then be staked for a particular duration, and yield will be generated on that token. And there is more like liquidity pools and earn pools. So this is again more in-depth aggregation strategies that we develop, or how to incentivize user. So this is the current market size of gaming and gambling. It's 242.39 billion. That's the TAM size, and 20% is the SAM of what we can address today. So this is the APTC tokenomics, our in-game currency token, which is utilized to play all the games inside our platform. So we have we offer 25% as community incentives, rewards, taking, team advisors, investor, it's 20%, liquidity pool and burn, it's 20%, public sale 15%, marketing, partnership, and ecosystem growth 20%. So our token utility, it's here. So APTC token can be used for betting and payments. It can be used for rewards and incentives. And the governance, we also want to build upon a DAO governance kind of model to decide our inflow game mechanics and all the things revolving around DAO. So this is the business model and revenue streams. So we can have transaction fees, a small fee on every transaction, bets, asset rates, withdrawals, advertising. That's the second way of generating revenue, just like stake.com. We can feature any game or any game that a builder wants to promote, can be promoted on our on the top of the platform. Then DeFi products, fees from DeFi integration, liquidity pools, staking, cross-chain transfer, everything we can act as a revenue stream. This is the roadmap and GTM strategy. So in Q3 of 2024, this year we want to launch this MVP with core games, community building, gasless transaction, and more on mainnet. And in Q1 2025, we want to launch additional new games, forge partnership with established platforms, market and promote, and launch the mobile DApp. And in Q2 2025, we also want to do target region-based marketing, just like stake.com has a backing of multiple influencers and promoters. We also wants to have our big influencer and a promoter promoting this game. And we also want to incentivize user affiliate program. We want to do ITO and staking launch. So that's the team. Myself, Aman Syed, I'm the CEO. My teammate, Neeraj Chaubese, is the CTO. So I'm a growth hacker. I've been participating in more than 70 plus hackathon, winner in 26 hackathons, 17 times community growth from 0 to 100x, 14 times speaker in global conferences and seminars and webinars. Previously, I worked as a blockchain developer, developer advocate, and as a software developer in multiple UK, US-based startups and companies. I have started my own startups. I've done publications, copyrights, grantee, and we have received 2 grants recently. And my expertise lies in partnership, KOLs, tokenomics, listing, liquidity, and market capitalization. And that's my teammate and CTO of the product. That's Neeraj. The same 70 plus hackathons participated, 25 plus hackathons winner, 10x communities, 4x companies, 1x grantee. And yeah, that's pretty much everything about us and the product. If judges have any questions, we would like to take it up. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aman. If any judges, anyone has a question, please unmute yourself.
I thought it was a very good presentation. No questions at this time.
Thank you so much.
Great. Does anyone else have questions or anything you'd like to add? Okay, I think that's it. Thank you so much, Aman. I would like to thank everyone for joining in today. It was quite an intense last couple hours, and we have had a lot of projects. We'd like to thank our partners, CoinWeb, NeuraNFT, ICP, SolarX, Lanera, Llama Launchpad, Alvara, and Moxie for joining in, for being part of this competition over the last couple months. Today, we will be announcing the prize pool for each track, and by September 8th, you'll be contacted if you are the final winner. And we will follow up over Telegram, email, and on the channels that we've been communicating. Once again, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in, and let's stay in touch.
Thank you very much, Tony. Thanks, everyone, for joining.
Thanks, you guys. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. It was great.